Okay, let's go. We're up?
We are.
All right, hello, good morning. If you're watching, good morning. If you're watching later, hello, hello, hello. Kirk Minihane Show, Barstool Sports. Get the app. Let's go. Go to Chicago. Whatever. Who cares? Hopefully that place burns down.
Well, it is if you look at stats. Am I right?
What's going on, Dave? Oh, you know, what do you mean by that?
I think it was a safe
Crime
city.
stats.
When we were there, it was a safe city.
Oh, they meant Barstool stats.
No.
Oh, that's true. Well, certain parts are. Yeah, the part where you would never know, which is how the world works. You would never know where we were. It's like the fucking nicest place in the world.
Right.
You go down 2 blocks, rich as can be. Boys Town, a couple of weeks. I know Dave was lingering around
Spent
there,
some time.
trolling around there for cock. But
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, that's what he said he was going to go do. I'll give him credit. He was honest about
Hey,
it.
give me a second.
Shane's here as well. Colleen's here. Bear with them. They lost the password to the show Twitter account, so I'm sure they'll find it at some point.
Oh.
It's been 13 hours since the show last had a tweet.
Anything good?
13 hours.
Maybe they went out on a high note.
There's no,
Something
they
big?
didn't. There's not even excusable, is it?
No, it's not. We need more tweets.
I don't even understand it.
I guess we should have posted more video on it yesterday.
Just anything. Whatever. It's fine. You guys suck. But yeah, then you go, I mean, I don't even know. So I know the South Side is, like I said, my running strategy in Chicago was I kept running until I didn't see a New York Times or Wall Street Journal for a while in front of somebody's house. That seemed to be like a good strategy.
Interesting.
Then I would turn around and say, well, I don't know. Because if you're subscribing to Wall Street, I feel like you're, in a decent neighborhood.
I suppose.
I think. Yeah. I don't know. So, yeah, who knows? But Boys Town seemed very safe when I gallivanted through there and I was skipping through Boys Town. It seemed very nice. I don't know.
It's good.
Yeah. I think it's gay, I think.
Well,
Clean, that's what I'm saying.
are we all in a way these days,
I think so.
Gender is fluid.
I think so.
Sexuality.
I think so. So what's going on there as we get to the middle of the week, as I head off for gone all of next week. What do we have?
You got BO Boys tonight, right?
BO Boys tonight.
Yes.
10 short, less than 10 hours.
That's a big night for you.
Big get.
Yeah.
Big get for me, big get for them.
You didn't want to skip, or you just being kind of night, like, hey, whenever you guys want. Because
Well, they tape at night. They're city guys. They live in the city,
Okay.
They're not film critics. As they always say, we're not film critics. Huh? That's what they do after that. So I'm going to say that at some point. I don't want to overstep, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You want to show you're a fan, but not a fanboy.
Well, I also don't. I'm not part of the group.
Yeah.
If somebody comes in here and does something that's you're not part of the show.
Right.
There's only one person who's part. Me. That's it.
Sure.
Just me. So all you guys, you sort of sides, which are all helpful supporting characters.
Right.
It's just Pat and Clayton with the BO Boys.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not called the Dave Cullen Age. I think he thinks it is called that because he's retired from tweeting.
Are you kind of like Shane probably is today, where everything you say, it's in your head like, I'm angling for a, regular spot here?
Yeah. I mean, no, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great to have Shane here. I mean, things are just more exciting when he's around. But
Yes. I got to listen
electricity
to
in the air.
Dave spout some of his wisdom in there.
Oh,
it was very
God.
nice. Grooming another young boy.
I can tell Cullen wants no part of it. All producers like he doesn't want
You
someone.
say that
in
all
there.
the time. I don't mind.
You
that
always
whatsoever.
confirm it every time. You're like,
Why?
yeah, I would rather be alone in there.
Well, you'd always rather it, but if somebody wants to
That's
learn,
then that's the answer.
Another
That's
confirmation.
Yeah, but exactly what I said.
yeah, but that's like life. Isn't that life? Like,
Yes,
I'd rather
of
sit on the
course.
couch alone.
Yes, that's what I'm
All right,
saying.
so you're making a life. It's
That's not every
it's
human
me
being, though.
It's not me versus Shane and like not wanting him to learn things or something like that.
Yes, it is. All producers keep. This is one of the things
what
Jerry
you
said
need.
is true. All producers want to keep other producers down. That is a fact.
I do not agree with that.
I thought Steve wanted someone else in there, no?
Did we ever have somebody else in there, Steve? Justin?
I thought Justin.
No, Justin. When we started the live, Justin was cutting clips live.
Oh,
and he
Justin
was-
started when you started. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought Shane put together a retweet of the history of Steve on KMS.
That's fun.
Which is good. He spent probably 12 hours on that while the show Twitter account literally, I think, was locked by Elon Musk for lack of activity. I think he was like, is this just one of these dead accounts?
Well, he tweeted cisgender. That's why he
Yeah,
got
I don't quite understand, but whatever. So anyway, what did you say to start, Dave? I'm sorry.
I was just bringing up the BO Boys, so that's all.
It's a big night.
Yeah. And you got to, like, they think you're a bro, so you're going in there with kind of, are they confused or have you set the tone? Yeah, there you go.
I don't think it's going to be a big issue. My hat's on backwards now, Mike, so I don't really.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm,
Styling and profile.
BO is for the boys. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Let me write that down, actually. I haven't wrote shorthand like Dino would write. I wrote the number 4 there, just so it saves everybody a little bit of time.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably do a blackout show tonight, I would imagine. And then,
Take a few shots with the fellas.
yeah. So what kind of jeans you wearing there, Pat? Skinny? I like that. I'll do my whole thing, you know. Yeah. So yeah, BO Boys tonight. I've not heard from the 90210 podcast yet.
No.
So I can, hopefully I'll, you know, in my tour of, some people say smaller, but I say more niche podcasts.
That's good.
That's what I think. So yeah, I think so. I'm excited. What else is going on?
Mike wasn't as riled up about it as I was, but Piers Morgan pulling kind of a Dave Cullinane-ish Alan Dershowitz type move on Dave Portnoy last night.
Yeah.
Dave,
Pretty disgusting behavior.
Dave's a big star. Like when you're gonna go, you got to be ready.
Cullinane set this up as he goes, "Wouldn't you be fucking furious if Piers Morgan did that to you?"
I'm sure Porter was really upset that he could tweet about this.
It's pretty fucking. If you know nothing about cricket, like who knows anything about cricket?
What's his face does, right?
Who?
Your guy. You're the producer of your YouTube channel.
He lives there.
Menners
Got a chance to be hired by Portnoy finally, I think.
I guess
Is there any other situation where you would say Menners would be much better than Dave Portnoy to have in that spot?
Molesting kids.
Those
Kids. Eggs, maybe?
Okay.
It's a good question. I don't know. So he was on I didn't even watch the clip. So he was on
Piers Morgan has some show.
it was about Live, right?
He was supposed to be
Live. Well, live golf is Julie the call it. Yeah.
right,
Yes. So he was on there and he just got ambushed.
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy, you obviously
What do you call him?
don't get
Dave
Dave
Portnoy.
Portnoy.
Portly?
It sounds portly.
Portney.
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, he does say Portly.
Portly? Yeah. You know, I mean, I've seen that. Dave even said he's starting doing some sit-ups. Go ahead. So Dave
Portnoy, you obviously don't get cricket. That might be your problem, not ours, because cricket is the greatest sport ever invented.
I mean, that's very
Coming
funny.
at him.
I miss Piers Morgan taking over for Larry King. He was kind of entertaining.
Was he?
Yeah, well, I mean, like he was like he did stuff like that. It was so obvious. He was trying to be like a shocky kind of.
Yeah.
So Portnoy said he hates cricket during the day or something. I didn't even see this.
He just went on this. What is cricket? I know nothing about cricket. We don't watch cricket.
I don't either,
here.
but it's an absolute fact.
So why did he pick Dave Portnoy too?
He picked Dave Portly because he wanted to and it sounds like he beat him up. It sounds like to me. Let me hear.
Listen, Pierce, I thought there was a misprint on the sheet when I said what you were asking me to talk about. Cricket. I mean, I've seen 5 seconds of cricket my whole life. I'm not against cricket. I just don't care about cricket. I just heard the introduction you gave to the guy in the panel. I mean, if he was walking down the street and slapped me in the face, I'd have no idea who he was. I just don't know anything
that
about
cricket guy,
I've seen the highlights. Yeah. I know that you can play for like 3,000 hours straight. It seems interesting if you know what's going on, but it's not an American sport. It's our version of baseball. But yeah, I don't care about cricket at all. You're not going to get me to trash cricket, but I don't know anything about it.
That gotcha journalism.
Excuse the
What
gentleman.
did he say? What is he, Davey? What is? Oh, talking the other guy.
No. Oh yeah, it must be the other guy.
All right, David Lloyd.
David Lloyd.
I thought he was calling him Davey Boy for a second. That was,
But I'm just sitting here and Dave goes, "Wouldn't you be fucking furious if he did that to you?"
It's a big spot.
no, it's not.
and I said,
you can
no,
change his Portnoy career if he goes
Oh
on.
no. But like Piers Morgan's a big TV show over there.
So
right?
what?
I said I would just say
Got fucking fired for.
I would just say I don't know anything about cricket.
That was on purpose.
And then he goes into this.
What are you
rant.
talking about?
I got fired for a guest thinking they weren't talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but
the
you lied
content.
to that guest.
First of all,
Right.
it was an accident, and I didn't lie to that. I didn't.
So
I
then
don't
fire the producer
Piers
for
Morgan.
Piers Morgan.
Piers Morgan. Yeah, I don't.
Well, like Piers Morgan booked him.
You wouldn't be upset that
I would think it
happened?
was hilarious. I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't get why you'd be upset
It's
about
funny.
We live in a different world. Like this is not rational behavior.
You're thinking Entercom versus Barstool thinking. You would never get fired for the Dershowitz thing now. Never. Here.
Oh, here, right. Here,
That's my guy Satellano.
Yeah.
That's Field. Yeah. That's all those guys.
But we do live in a different. Like most people would have a problem with what happened
I
yesterday.
think one person would. You. I don't think Dave did he?
Also, the thing is, Alan Dershowitz, one of the most powerful lawyers ever, was mad about it, whereas Portnoy was like, yeah, whatever. That's what makes it a different situation.
Litigious guy.
Even if like, that's a bad example, I guess.
I feel like you just want to talk about this Dershowitz thing.
He does. He was ranting at me. There was
the
no
only example I can
he was
think
just
of.
sitting
That was 4
here, minding
years
my
ago,
business.
right?
Yeah, but it's the only
I feel
example.
like Harry Minihane. 4 years? It's been a long time. I don't know what you want me
I've
to say.
moved on. I've moved on.
We haven't moved the things over to this thing. I will say that.
I tried to figure out yesterday after how to take. I have to
How to take a picture down?
There's no way to do it.
No. I'm going to
crunch
move
the
it. Those
numbers?
are on wheels.
It's not possible.
I'm going to move that one over.
Why would you just move the pictures over and save yourself the time?
Because then I got to rehang them all. And I mean, those are just taped. That's not a big deal. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was just gonna.
What is this conversation?
No, I was just gonna wheel that one over, so nothing changed with it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to figure that out.
Well, I have to.
That's what Shane's here
Take
for.
those apart. I gotta bring my tools in and take those apart.
Why don't you just take them off and put them up there and save yourself the time?
Yeah, I didn't want to like change the setting. I kind of like make
change
sure they're
the
in
setting. That's exactly what you're doing.
Make sure they're in the same spot. The actual visual is in the same spot.
But you can't even see that visual.
No, like for you, like it doesn't change. Nothing changed. I just moved.
There's a lot of
the
red
whole
tape we
unit
gotta cut
over
through.
there. But I want.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking
To
about?
us visually, that would never change. If I pick up the picture from Miltons and put it over there, it might be in a different spot. Was my only thing. I just didn't want anything to change.
But nobody sees that. I see it.
You see, yeah, at the studio. I figured it'd kind of like be a quirky thing where you would get upset if like that was off. Like if that was off a little bit. So I would just.
But you're
move the
moving
entire-
it. It's not even going to be there. I'm not even gonna see
you
it.
requested to move that whole thing over. Is what I was going to do. Like you've requested for that to be seen. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I don't know what the. I don't know.
It's
I
the
don't.
same
I don't
thing,
know.
so I
I
just
don't know
didn't
what
wanna
the
fuck up
fuck you're
placement.
talking about.
It's the same
I don't
thing.
know what the fuck you're talking
It's
about.
the exact same premise. I
Do
just
you,
didn't wanna
Mike?
In 6 to 8 months, this is all going to be straightened out.
I don't even understand.
I was actually going to bring my tools in tonight and just move it.
Good. Excellent.
My tool.
Tools.
Well, I need tools. They're attached. Oh, no, that was not the plan.
You're going against the plan. I know you can't hear him.
So now that's on the wrong side. Yeah, now it's... God.
Dave's very upset in there.
That's just... Oh, and he ripped it.
Is this your vision, Dave?
No.
Okay. What else?
So that's a different location.
Well, you can move them later. I'm just saying. I didn't.
Okay, I'll do that,
The
but
only
I-
tools I use are these fucking hammers
Oh,
I have. That's it. I mean,
you know, yeah. But I
But
thought
what?
I thought you would like just your kind of personality would be against that. Like
Well,
you
I
would
said-
literally want them in the
I
exact
was fine with it.
same location.
so I was fine with it. They're fine. You can move them if you want, but there they are.
Okay.
How does it look
I'll
visually?
take the. Right now, you can only see the bottom corner of. No.
It all looks the same to me.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Don't do what?
Don't rip it.
Ripped. It's on. It's gone. That visual has been ripped. Never happened. Never happened. Vigil is gone. Vigil. Stupid vigil.
That's a nice picture, though.
Mike's twat mother running around there. What? Sorry, Mike. I apologize.
Why am I taking?
I apologize. I apologize.
I'll move the picture if you want.
I apologize to Mrs. Keir. She's a lovely woman.
Thank you.
But she was part of the day. She helped,
understand.
she helped ruin it.
I understand.
A dumb bride, too. Jesus. That idiot Linda Marks. Terrible day. Terrible day. Colleen and Jerry. It was actually a bad day if you look back on it.
We're sorry, Bob.
I am so pro Murchison at this point. Like, forget it. Like, I'm with him. Let's get Bob, send me some stuff. Let's get to work.
Yeah.
Let's get to work.
Surprised he didn't flare up after his big appearance.
Well, he's kind of, he's probably talking to members about the show, I would think.
Right.
I could see that. How about Bob Merchant dating game? I think he's single.
It's interesting.
I'd be in for that.
Heard those rumors.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe some lucky ladies, or or them, or whatever.
Whatever
Bob
he's
likes.
into, yeah.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. I got to remember tonight if it comes up on the BO Boys. We're probably not going to talk about this movie, but it failed. For if we talk about the Flash, Ezra Miller is they.
Oh.
Just remind me of that.
Okay, I will.
Okay. I don't want to mess that up.
Got it. Ezra Miller's the one who had all the issues, right?
They did, yeah. Yeah. Yep. See what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
Look, I'm no film critic, okay? Huh? What I'm just saying is, that's just how it works. You know what I'm saying, Mike?
Will Dave be with you on this? You said remind me. Will Dave be part of this?
Like behind the scenes.
studio.
I'll
Oh,
pass
so you're
him-
coming back here?
I'll pass him the note.
Oh, man.
Well, he'll be,
Busy day for you.
he'll be hammering stuff in the background.
Got his hard hat
Yeah,
on.
he's gonna be busy. He's gonna be busy moving a thing afoot.
Pencil behind his ear.
What do you say there, boss? Huh?
He's got a munchkins and a big box of Joe with
Yeah,
him.
I'll be talking about whatever the box office. He's like, yeah, pee break there, boss. Can I get my 15 now? I'll sign up for it. I'll punch out later. Why don't you bring Big Jack? Oh, you have to help him get to the
I don't like
life,
to. Yeah, I don't like to ask Big Jack for help.
Sure.
I like him to know that. Like the cross, I didn't ask him for help whatsoever.
Sure. I feel bad I ripped that vigil picture, but what can you do? But we could
might
put it
have-
up.
we
as-
might have
could-
an extra one.
We could put up as we could put it up as we did the.
Where do you want
VFW
Jon
event.
Stewart to be? Where do you want Jon Stewart to be?
Right over your shoulder.
That's tough because him over my shoulders and psychologically and visually is an intimidating.
I
a lot.
thought you kind of perked up with the green screen concept.
I didn't.
I thought that's what I thought.
I'm being nice to my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could put you anywhere in the world, more so than any contest.
Well, like when you're
true.
talking about a subject,
Yeah.
you can put like like Trevor Noah used to have like the thing
God.
above his shoulder. Or
I'm
whatever.
not that concerned about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did Harry say? You put a dull guy? Is that what he said? Nothing in the background? I think you said about me. That's hurtful.
Well, he said the show was dull, and he doesn't want to make it. He wants to make it less dull.
You can go piss into the wind. What else?
We finally got responses out of Steve Silva
I did see that.
yesterday.
I did see that. He's gone for now from Crossword Puzzles to Shoots and Ladders. Is that right?
Candyland.
Candyland. Yeah, Steve. What are we doing? Well, the phone lines are open today. You can call in anytime you'd like.
Yeah. Want me to give him a call?
I'm sure if you want to talk to him. I don't know. Okay.
I've never even heard his voice before, so I'm intrigued.
He's stupid. I mean, just prepare yourself.
But is he as crazy?
I
Or
never
do you have
thought
any
so.
idea? Is he going to come
I
off as
never thought
crazy
so.
as he does on Twitter?
I don't know if he's going to. Will he answer, Dave? Have you talked to him?
No, I don't think he'll answer that. Ring.
Ring. Wow.
Did he say he wanted to come on?
I thought so.
That was an intentional.
Whatever. I mean, I've been worn out by it. Yeah, it's just tweet something 12 hours from now. And
He
like,
just owned the two of you.
well, he owns calling. We know that.
No, I feel like I could get the upper hand if he called in.
Did he respond? He hasn't responded to you.
No.
Yeah, you said that. Then he said last night he wanted to call in or something.
Yeah, what's the
anytime?
goddamn number? I'm on my
Yeah.
landline now, ready to dial Mr. Minihane.
Okay, anytime he'd like, he's welcome to call in.
And then the other pussy, Mikey Adams,
Oh, yeah.
who we talked about
What
yesterday,
did he
has
say?
started blocking people on Twitter.
Well, he's a big block.
la
Yeah,
Mutt.
he's a big block. Yeah. Well, those two are linked together in history. So I remember going. I forgot like the genesis. I mean, I remember that. I don't want to spend. Well, whatever. So Mutt got fired from Midday Show because of lousy ratings, and then they moved him to nights with Mikey.
Right.
And Mikey hated it. And to be fair, where Mikey is right, in the beginning, Mutt was an absolute cunt. Like, he's just like, why am I here? Why am I part of this zoo show? It's like, you should be happy you have a job.
Well, I remember that time Mutt brought me in. It was at the first 2 hours I was there was the last 2 hours of Mikey's show.
Right. Oh, Mikey wasn't there?
And no, Mutt left.
Was you and Mikey?
It was me and Mikey and Christian Arkin.
Oh, really?
And I was hanging with the boys.
That's funny.
I was like, where the fuck did Mutt go?
Yeah, he would just leave. It was very weird.
Yeah.
So, but then, I think he was I forget, and then Mikey went and complained behind his back, and Mutt bitched about it. I said, well, do it on the air. It's like, stop
Right.
it. And that night he did it, and it broke Mikey. Like, because Mikey fostered this image of like he's the happy-go-lucky, which is totally false. He's a bitter prick asshole. Like, who I liked, but he was like one of the, like everybody else, like on radio, just bitter and, and it broke him in half, and he's never recovered. He's never recovered.
So I knew he blamed you and Mutt for
Right.
getting him fired. Colin was telling me there's other
Can you
people.
imagine
in that
blaming?
picture.
Can you imagine blaming? You can blame me if you want, because at the time I was at my absolute peak of power there.
Right.
Can you? Actually, I wasn't even. I don't think it was even during Kirk and Callahan. I don't think.
It was 2015, right? Or 16?
I don't know. Maybe it was. But like, you think Mike Manansky had the power to get anybody fired? Like, he was.
You'll do it.
And you think he would go in and do like? And by the way, I never did it either. If you had said to me, "Should Mikey be the night host?" I'd be like, "No, he kind of stinks. His ratings stink. He's on drugs. He pays no attention. He's like not funny. It's cornball shit." But like, nobody asked me that. That's what I would have said, to be clear. But no, I mean, look, he wins. I'm selling out arenas and stadiums, and he's driving an Uber. So it's like a 6 and 1/2 dozen the other situation.
But even that, I knew he blamed you too. I didn't realize. So there's other people in that page. It's like
Phil
Phil
and
Zachary.
Kevin
so
Graham.
I didn't realize he thought this went all the way to the top.
Well, but I mean, it would if you're saying whose fault was it that he got fired. Well, it's his. But like, it's Phil Zachary, like and Kevin Graham. Those are the guys who made the decisions. Like I was never asked any. If I was, I would have said sure.
Right, but tweeting that out is like there's some grand conspiracy.
Right. And I saw somebody. He was 9th in the ratings back when like the ratings were very close at this. Like we were winning.
Right.
He was killing us. I still remember this. I tell this story all the time. That the day the Wells report, the Patriots released that weird one, that Wells report and context thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember Jerry and I. It came out after the show ended. We had Chris Curtis print them out. We actually had lunch. We went and had lunch together at Jimmy John's right down the street. This was at like 11:30 in the morning. Read the whole thing. Like, this is crazy, highlighting. We'll talk about it the next day. I still remember listening that night and Mikey not being aware that it came out that day. And I'm like, look, I'm all for like having fun and doing your goofy, but like it's part of your job. Like we may not like it, but like you got to at least know what, like at least read the bullet points. You're not going to read the fucking thing.
Well, and Deflategate might be the biggest story in Boston sports talk radio
ever
history.
I mean, for us it was for sure, and it was big. And the Patriots, it was ridiculous. It was just weird that they did it. But like he didn't even know it existed. And I remember like I think it was on, I forget who it was, and the person on with him was like, "You didn't read it?" He's like, "I don't care about that stuff." And you're just like, "Well, then get the fuck out of here." Like again, I don't, like I'm all for fucking around, but there are times you actually, if you have a job there, you have to care about it. This coming from the guy, by the way, I didn't watch like playoff games, but still.
If you read articles about
Correct.
it,
I pretended like I watched.
Yeah. But that's the other, is if his show was totally, not even like sports, but he was a very sporty guy. He would talk about the Red Sox and the Patriots. And shit like
correct. That's right. That's the thing. If it was like Don Imus or something, but it wasn't. He thought he was, old guys thought he was funny. Like Jerry thought he was like, he's like Bill Murray. And it's like, well, I don't know. In some ways he is, I'll say that.
It's probably easy for a guy like him, though, now to see how it's just absolutely cratered over there. To say, like, oh, well, I was there when it was winning, so why'd you get rid of me? Like, that's just easy.
But that's like,
but he spent some time there and it was winning.
Sure, they had no competition.
Time. Yeah.
Then they got 98.5.
Yep.
And then the shows that were weak died, like John and Jerry. Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
And then whatever. I don't like it, but that's all. I mean, Mikey's a loser.
Yeah.
Silva, like I have, like I keep saying I want to unite with Silva. He's crazy and he hates the globe. Let's get to work.
Right.
It's like what the fuck?
It's just confusing.
I bet you got more views from my thing than every other tweet he's ever had put together.
We tweeted about that too. So.
Oh right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm here to help. I'm the answer. This is me. I'm here to help.
I think we got everything that Silva's got. I'm thinking he put it out there in the tweet. I
understand it, but
right.
I'm there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right. Well, he's welcome to call him whenever.
Yeah.
What else?
What'd you make of this Jack Jones attorney playing the race card immediately when they got out of there?
That's not everyone getting worked up. That's her job.
That's what I said. I don't get it.
She knows she's got a bullshit case on her hands. What's she supposed to do?
Yeah.
I never get that when everyone's like, what the hell was Johnny Cochran? Why the fuck do you think?
Right.
Like OJ was guilty. He had to do that. Like that's their job. You want to say, hey, it's like gross. There shouldn't, like, I understand that. Like it's a slime ball existence, but I think almost everybody is entitled to a defense. Like I said, except for Brandon Walker.
People get worked.
That's it.
People get worked up because it's like the Patriots have been called racist and shit like that, which I don't agree with. I don't think Boston's necessarily a racist city, but if that's what gets me out of gun charges,
let's go.
Please do it.
Play that. Give me that card.
All you want.
It's either jail or
I've been called the N-word.
Right. Yeah. By the way, do I like? This guy's clearly a moron. And I actually think he's probably going to go to jail. I think.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea about that.
Talk to my people in the legal community.
That's
what do
what
I
they're
know?
saying.
What do I know? But yeah, but I mean,
it's a pretty big mistake to make. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either a huge mistake or he's the dumbest person who ever lived. I'm going to say it was a mistake.
I think it was a mistake.
But that's like actions like that have consequences, and but like, what is she supposed to say? Like, clearly he's guilty.
That's what she just
He's been tried by social. So what? She's a kid. She's not going to do that in court. She'll get laughed out. So she's going to have to figure out something. My guess is they'll never go to court.
I did not see.
He probably won't go to jail. Won't go to court, and they'll make some plea and whatever, and like he'll be on probation for 50 years.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my client is a bit of a doofus.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you got to say that.
I did not see any local members of the media though calling him a thug like she was trying to allude to and all that stuff. I didn't see Bedard say anything like overly stupid. I didn't see Breer or anybody like that.
I saw something today, and I actually like Karen Garigian. If people as I know, most listeners or a lot of listeners are from around there. She's a longtime writer for the Herald, and then she just went somewhere else.
Mass Live, yeah.
Mass Live. And she wrote a column today, basically like this is just another Bill Belichick and like everything and like talking about like personnel decisions, like drafting, signing people. She's like, this is another one. I'm like, well, again, you think like I don't know how you blame Belichick on this one. Like that's a stretch to me.
Yeah.
Also, I don't get. Are they bringing in like criminals or are they racists?
Well, he was.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's weird to be both when they like.
Well, Belichick's been accused of being racist. Remember too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
That's
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
times over the years, right? Signing.
Right, where they signed certain quarterbacks or whatever. And it's like, oh, of course, white wide receivers, whatever.
Right.
Did he go to jail before? He had a burglary charge.
Did he?
And
Yeah.
I don't remember if he went to jail or not.
I guess. I mean, do you think somebody else would have drafted this guy?
Yes, of
I
course.
mean, you know, it's like Hernandez. Somebody else, I mean, it was a mistake. But I don't. You're also there for 25 years. These things are going to happen in the NFL. I mean, I saw Tyreek Hill got fucking arrested again yesterday, right? Did I see that?
He got something. He hit somebody on a boat or something like that. Yeah, like a worker on a boat.
Yeah, and they're assholes all over the place. What a surprise! Conor McGregor turned out to be an absolute puke. You know,
He doesn't know his own strength.
sucker punching some, and then maybe potentially maybe sexually assaulting somebody also.
That was the rumor out there.
Yeah, it seems like it might be a bullshit. I have no idea, but like
Yep.
it's like they're just it's just but why do you think?
I thought Garidian was like pro Bill. I didn't think she wrote shit like that, does she?
I think it surprised
that a new
people.
thing? Yeah.
I like Karen a lot. She's
Yeah.
really a good person, but yeah, I was like, this is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Story. Why are you on the other side of this with the lawyer?
No, I think you have to play. I don't know what other
I
cards
saw the
you play,
Patriots,
but-
pro Patriots people who like I largely on their side because I do think the media stinks. Like I think guys like Breer and Bedard just make shit up in Curran. But yesterday when they're like, some people are going after this attorney, I'm like, what do you propose she says when she's asked these questions?
Yeah, we really don't have much of a case.
Kind of fucked here.
Showed up at the airport with guns. I mean, you can't do that, obviously.
She turns to him and is like, yeah, you should probably just go to jail now. Like that's they get paid a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Terrible haircut.
That was a great Steve Silva tweet.
Well, what did he say?
He compared her to Guy Fieri. I mean, it's just
Well, on the nose, but
it's
okay.
perfect.
Okay. It goes back to Steve Silva's tweets, but yeah, sure. But yeah, very that's their job. That's what they're paid to do.
Yeah.
That's why guys like your guy like Dershowitz, that's what he's paid to do.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Is he playing for the Patriots or do they cut him?
Is he good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll play for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think so.
What the hell are we talking about? Nobody ever gets no chance. I don't. Is he really good?
I don't know. I know he had a couple of games last year. I don't really know, but
Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Good. He made a mistake. Jeez, what are you gonna do? He's gonna shoot up a plane. So what? God, I'm gonna kill the pilot. I don't think.
at the end of the day, don't we all make mistakes?
That's what I'm saying. What else?
Are we going to save these guys in the submarine or what?
I gotta say, this is a story I'm paying no attention to.
It's awful.
You're not worried?
I'm not
We're
worried.
gonna get him out.
Am I allowed to say my level of sympathy for these guys is not very high?
Only got a few hours left.
I mean, didn't they kind of know there's a risky thing or no?
Yeah, they definitely. I'm sure the waiver said death on it.
I mean, I feel very bad. I feel
17
bad
times.
for them, but it's like I don't. What's going on? Explain this to me, because every time I read it, I get like confused.
Mike, you do it.
They're running out of oxygen.
I understand that, but what are they doing?
Aren't they like touring the
Titanic
site?
thing?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
okay. And they just okay. I mean, that seems really.
So
dumb.
that's what I don't understand. You have a good idea of where this whatever thing is. Why
Yeah,
can't
Bill
you-
Paxton's. He was trying to get it too. I remember that. I saw the film.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 2 VHS tapes. That movie,
Really?
Titanic. Yeah.
Pain in the ass that must be.
Oh, it was. Yeah. And Billy Zane had no use for the people on the bottom, like the lower class people. When I say none, I'm talking none.
No.
None. Yeah.
Was it? Did it warrant his wife just cheating on him?
Yes. They weren't married, I don't think.
Oh, really?
I thought they were engaged. Were they already married?
You might be right. I just assumed. I guess.
I don't think so.
What?
No,
they were
well,
married or
then
not
I
married?
don't think they were married.
Well, then who cares?
He was violent to her emotionally. He gaslit her a lot, I think.
Definitely.
If I have that right.
I never
was a different
masturbated
time.
to that movie.
What did you say?
I never masturbated to that movie.
Okay. To the old woman?
Definitely not to the old woman.
To the drawing, you mean?
To the drawing and that scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's not particularly sexual.
Well, but still like young kid boobs.
Yeah. No, you didn't, huh? Why not?
I don't know. It just didn't hit me in that way. Maybe it was the subject matter of the movie. I don't know.
It was-
Could that be a staple where every movie that's brought up, you say whether you just blurt out whether or not you jerked off to it?
If it's like pre-19, no,
Happy Gilmore.
Pre-2001, I probably jerked off to it if there was a hot chick.
Happy Gilmore. No?
Yeah, I love that actress. Definitely.
Julie Moore.
Julie Bowen?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
great in the show Ed, which is one of the most underrated shows of all time.
Wild Things.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
Damage.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. That was made for that.
yeah, that's absolute
That was
damage.
dangerous.
Yeah.
So yeah, how much time do these guys have left? What are we talking about? I heard there was some sound from there or something.
Yeah, they heard like banging last night.
Jesus Christ!
I didn't know if it was. I didn't know if it was this afternoon or tomorrow. I don't know when the clock is up. And supposedly they're sending.
I feel like with technology, there should be some way to speak to these guys.
Oh, I was gonna say.
No?
I'm surprised there's nothing that's just like
where they are exactly.
We float now,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I don't get it.
It's always weird when things like this happen,
especially when it's like a travel type of venture that's happening. You would think there'd be like very specific safety measures put in place to save.
I would think.
You know what's ironic about that, Dave? Are you familiar with the Titanic?
I've seen this. It's almost like people don't quite know how to handle this story on social media, though. It's like, I think everyone's kind of like, what the fuck is going on here?
It's so weird because people, like,
this happened?
People are gonna die. They're not dead yet, but we know they're gonna.
I think, right?
Yeah, that's really weird.
How it seems
like. The rescue workers are trying right now, right?
Yes. Something about like some machinery is coming from Canada, and it won't get there until the clock runs out.
Boy,
why are they doing it?
Ripe for cinema.
I mean, I don't understand.
I know.
Well, the ocean's an awfully big place, Dave.
It is.
I would say.
Yeah, that's what Dave goes. I don't understand why they can't just find him.
Well, they have an idea of the location. Like,
I mean, a great amount of the ocean hasn't even explored yet.
I would think we're more sophisticated than it sounds like we are. I don't know.
Well, like, you mean like how he was able to get across the ocean in Castaway?
That's sophisticated.
Did you masturbate to that film?
I don't think I ever masturbated.
What would it be if you had to? If I said you're in a room right now, Castaway's on, you have to watch it and masturbate and ejaculate to a scene, what would it be?
I can't remember too many scenes.
Hanks gets pretty buff.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's thin. Helen Hunt.
Love Helen Hunt.
Okay.
Yeah.
The girl at the end who he kind of like has like a moment with, she's like a redhead, I think. At the end, the very end, he's got like a package for her, a UPS package. She was kind of cute.
Yeah, I'm not a
Maybe
redhead
pause
guy.
that and give it a shot. I'm just giving you.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of women in the film.
No, there's not. That's why I was trying to think about it.
Mr. Big is in it from Sex and the City, but he's been canceled.
He's got a history. He's not in the new.
He's kind of a bad boy, though.
He's
That
not
might
in
be
the new
something
season.
that gets you, you know?
That's true.
They killed him off in that new show.
Oh, is that
did.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Fully Walnut.
Yes. Hello, Paulie. How are you?
Did you hear they send a crate of Viagra down to try to raise the Titanic? Hey, Tone, did you hear what I said? I said they're sending a crate of Titanic down there to raise it.
We heard you, Paul. There you go.
You hear what I said, T?
There you go. What else?
It's a great joke. $6.2 billion accounting error, by the way. Ukraine. You saw that? I'm sure
I
that's
saw
big.
that. Yes, I'm not sure how that happens. Oops. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I understand any of it. I don't know how any of this stuff works. Stuff like this makes me nuts.
Yeah.
The news yesterday, which I pay attention to some as a true crime podcast aficionado and host. Some of these stories make me absolutely mental, though. Like this story, two stories yesterday in particular jumped out to me. One is this thing that's going on in South Boston.
Oh, God.
Which is the other story, Mike, or no?
I don't think so.
Big channel. You heard about this one? Kevin, you heard about this story yet?
Tell me.
I never really got. I'm like, well, Kevin, I'm sure you ran through this monologue already, Jay. I'm sure he's already heard it.
You should give me like a keyboard or something so I can be like Paul Schaefer.
You guys see with Bill Clinton the other day. So the story is, let me make sure I get this completely accurate. Turtle Boy did a good job on it, Dave.
He did do a good job, yep.
And the Herald did a good job on it.
Sort of, though there's not a lot of information on it.
What's that?
Sort of, because there's just not a lot of information on it. I think they're withholding a lot of shit.
Like, there is a lot of information on it. I mean, like, I think the Herald has Turtle Boy expanded, did a much better job, but the Herald has it. This is June 19th, 2023. Juneteenth, I think, right?
Yes.
It's from the Boston Herald, written by Matthew Metziger. I don't know who that is. 4 children living in squalid conditions while being hidden from first responders were found in an apartment filled with alcohol, drugs, sex toys, and a dead man, according to an incident report and outraged officials. This is sickening.
Well, if you can be trapped anywhere,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
So now I got to read. You have to fucking subscribe to the Herald for this?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Oh, fuck you.
Yep.
You can't just, the little window, you can't just scroll up.
Let me go to my little site here. You know what I'm talking about, Dave? Mm-hmm. How has this not gotten taken down yet?
What, the site?
The one where you can just get them for free.
Put the link in?
Yeah, I just did it.
Oh, no, that's not going anywhere.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. Look at that. I did that myself. I copy and pasted it.
Huge.
Nicely done.
It's a big move.
I remember years ago, we were doing a fantasy baseball draft with my friend Matt Quinn. And this is like 03, 04. And he's like, yeah, just, it was like one of these, we were doing a mock draft with everyone, a bunch of guys. And he's like, just copy and paste like whoever you want. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. I had no fucking idea how to copy and paste. I call. I was like, my computer's broken. The copy and paste isn't working. He's like, that's not true. I'm like, no, it doesn't work. It's just a total miracle. I figured it out. Like I was like flailing around, like it worked. It's a great moment in my life.
Clippy has popped up and told me that my copy and paste is no longer working.
Exactly. This is sickening, said at-large City Councilor Michael Flaherty. I was informed by people at the scene that there were drugs, alcohol, sex toys all around the apartment, as well as a dead body on the floor. The fire department report obtained by the Herald and confirmed by police states that a crew was sent to Old Colony Avenue Saturday morning for a call that the man had gone into cardiac arrest and required medical attention. It's a Mary Ellen McCormick housing complex run by the city. Firefighters found more than just a routine medical emergency. The place was in extremely unsanitary conditions. Approximately 6 adults who appeared to be males were seen in the apartment. 4 children in the back bedroom being hidden by an adult male from first responders. And yeah, sex toys. So there you go. The dead body was found from an apparent overdose, and then a man wearing a wig claiming to be the father of the kids was found in the back room. And
they all lied that there were kids in the
yeah, sex toys, drugs. So the Herald story has all these details. And then, like I said, Turtle Boy, if you want to go read his, he has a whole thing on it. Does a very good job. And then this is NBC Boston on June 21st at 12:35. That's today, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is this morning, 2 days after this Herald story. This is somebody who wrote it named Malcolm Johnson. Authorities say a death investigation in a South Boston apartment complex led to the discovery of 4 children living in unsanitary conditions. Details were limited Tuesday, he writes, but fire officials said they were called for a cardiac arrest. 6 adults who appeared to be men were in the apartment, fire officials said. Firefighters found 4 kids in the back hidden by a man. Between the ages of 5 and 10, the kids, all the adults were uncooperative and denied having kids inside. And that was it. That's all this guy wrote. It's 2 days after. So Turtle Boy has a story. The Herald has all these details. Nothing.
Yeah, and I just think there's like way more details with that they're withholding. They said it was like one of the worst scenes they've ever seen.
Who's Malcolm Johnson? You want to knock on some doors, stupid? Yeah. Like, what the hell?
Is appeared to be men how they say, like, we're not gendering them?
I think so.
They got cocks.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
So, I mean, this is fought. I mean, this is candy for the Jerrys of the world. Like, just give it to me. And you know what? They deserve stuff like this. Spike the football. Like, I'm fine with it. But it's just crazy. Like, no one's writing about it.
No.
Is the Globe written about it?
I think they wrote something. I didn't see. I thought I saw a tweet about it, but no, nothing deep. It would have been.
What is the angle that the Globe wouldn't want to write? Like, what is the
maybe the transgender thing or something? I'm guessing. I don't know.
Okay,
maybe I have no idea. And maybe it's like affordable housing. They feel like they're shame. I don't have the first clue.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure out what the political angle would be necessarily.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Actually, not seeing anything outside. I thought I saw a tweet from the Globe, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was a Herald one.
They're not gonna. I'm telling you, the Globe's gonna wait forever to write about this because I mean, I don't understand why.
Yeah,
but I think they will. The other story that just makes me just blind with rage is this Harmony Montgomery story. Do you see this, Dave, yesterday?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. This little girl, it's the fucking worst story of all time. They released more details yesterday. This is a girl in New Hampshire, Massachusetts. She was, missing, but not really. Like, I mean, you read the story, just go look it up. Maybe we'll talk about more at length at a different place at some point. I don't know. But like these stories to me, so basically it's a dad who was all fucked up on drugs, was in jail, got custody of his daughter back because his mom was all messed up too. And then murdered this girl because they were living in a car, homeless. They were all drugged out on fentanyl, all this shit. This guy had already been in jail. He'd already beaten people before. Huge red flags. They give him the kid back, and what happens? He fucking kills the kid because, according to the mom, right?
I believe so.
The girlfriend. I don't know.
Kills the kid through negligence or violence?
No, they were living in the car, and he was getting frustrated that she was peeing in the car.
Yes.
So he beat her brains in.
Jesus Christ.
And then just hit her in a bag, basically. Just kept moving her around for like a year and a half. Like that's what I don't get. They were going to like how did her family not know? They were going to their house.
I think I saw this. Was she so? He had custody of her. Maybe it's a different story then, because there's something similar where the girl was kidnapped, or at least they thought.
Oh, so maybe, yeah. This to me again, this Adam Montgomery guy, the dad who's going to jail for the rest of his life. Let me be very clear about this before I say what I'm going to say next. I hope he is murdered in prison day one. Like I hope they cut his penis off and choke him to death with it. Fine, absolutely, cut his head off, murder him, shoot him, do whatever you have to do. I'm on board. The fault is with this guy, but this guy's a psychopath lunatic. The fault is with the system that allowed this to happen. As always, same with like Jared Remy, where Jennifer Martell was basically like, this guy's going to kill me. And they're like, no, he's not. And they got out of jail and killed her. This stuff happens. Every time you see a story like this, there is always 12 red flags, 12 fuck-ups by the system. This one is the worst I've ever seen. I've ever seen. So, and I guarantee you, nobody, not a single person lost their job over this. I'll bet my life on it nobody lost their job over this. And this girl's dead, and this guy's going to go to jail, this fuck up. And the system just keeps rolling on and keeps fucking up. It's insane the amount of, like I said, I don't want to even go into the details of how many times this was fucked up, but it's crazy. It's one of the craziest stories of all time.
Are there no like checks and balance? Like if you get out of jail, was it a violent crime? Is there nothing that says like he doesn't get custody of her?
It was after a while he had sessions with her. It was like supervised.
Redeemed himself.
And they want to give the parents as much chance as they can to get a kid back. Fine.
Right.
I understand that intellectually. But this guy was a psychopath. I don't even understand. I actually don't even understand. I'm just seeing Adam Montgomery was awarded custody of Harmony in February of 2019. Despite objections by the Massachusetts Department of Children and Families and questions about where he was living, whether he had a job, and if he was fit and willing to care for Harmony. Later that year, he killed her. After Harmony's placement in Adam Montgomery's custody in February of 2019, child protection officials in New Hampshire made multiple visits to the man's home in Manchester. At least one report claimed abuse of her. Like, what? What the fuck? I'll say it. I don't want to say it. I'll say it. It's going to fucking drive me nuts to say it, but I'll say it. And I may go back on this. I think Colleen's a better dad than this guy was. I'll say it.
Well,
I'll fucking say it. I'll say it. And I feel, to me, it's a coin. I'll say it, Dave. I'll say it.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Did he ever, do we know?
I don't think this guy's going to call me to take victory laps for taking this kid to South Boston and go look at some mirror for an hour, but still.
Do we know that he ever verbally insulted the child?
Well, that's the other thing, yeah.
Heinous.
What happens when they come and visit you guys, Dave? Do you tone it down a little bit or no?
We've never had one of those visits before.
Lots of tremendous amount of dog shit in the backyard.
I just picked up a lot of it recently.
just a nightmare zone.
Holes apparently everywhere.
Guys screaming about cricket and getting fucked over. Just a nightmare scene.
Dershowitz!
Yeah, just what the fuck? But you know what I'm saying? Like there's always something like this. Always. We know this. I mean, I know this from the K. Like it always happens. Yeah. Like I don't know.
I do think it is complicated when it comes to you just made that point, to the families, because you want to give them chances.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, sure.
But how to do that, I don't know.
So this guy, have you paid attention to the story at all?
Not deep, but I've seen the.
Same. Like I just did the last week or so because I knew this. So like this guy stayed with his in-laws for a while, I think, or maybe for like a year after she died. I don't understand. Like if you went and stayed with your mom's different. She's compromised, but like a normal family. Wouldn't you be like, where's the kid?
Yeah.
Right. Like, I just, maybe I'm missing something. Somebody can fill me in. This guy was working in the pizza shop. He hid the kid in, like, the body in, the ceiling.
Well, where would you hide it?
I mean, I don't even understand. I'm going to dig more. It makes me mental. And that Jennifer Martell story made me nuts. And look, I like Jerry Remy at the end. We got along well, but, like, they strong-armed them and, and got him out and gave him breaks, and the Red Sox as well, kept giving him opportunities. And he got out of jail that morning in Waltham after beating the shit out of her. Guess what he did? He went back and fucking killed her. And nobody talks about that anymore. Nobody.
No. At least it wasn't some gay couple with a kid, Well,
that's the other thing, right? Well, that's
what I'm happy about.
I could be wrong about this, Mike, but I think that a gay couple adopted another kid that they had.
Oh, really?
That went to the system, I think. I could be wrong. about that.
Wonder how that kid's doing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Right? I mean, yeah, exactly. Who knows? It's just fucking unbelievable. But anyways, that stuff like that that story makes me crazy. What else?
Well, I don't know if Mike will like to hear this, even though we talked about it pre-show, but Barstool Comedy is officially debuting.
You're not kidding. I saw this tweet. My guy Francis is on it.
I didn't care.
Yep. Mike is going to be...
You care.
Yep. No, people were tagging, but this is not like... They're not stealing my idea or anything. They're doing a comedy show.
You're going to root for it to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Not that. That's just a live show they're doing in New York City. Okay. How would it be bad?
Oh, now you're demeaning it. Like this is the start of Barstool Comedy.
No, Francis is doing stand-up. How's it going to be bad? I think Francis is a funny guy.
Why is he getting all worked up? I don't even...
All right, I'll dance for you. Kevin has done nothing with Barstool. That's what you wanted to say. He's done literally nothing. He announced this big thing,
right?
And Sass and Feidelberg put out a couple sketches.
Interrupting people during interviews takes a tremendous amount of time. Give him a break.
But that's what I'm saying is he's focused on interrupting people during an interview, not Barstool comedy.
It's all work.
Yeah, I understand.
Wouldn't the sketch show with Feidelberg be the first foray into Barstool comedy?
Yeah, it was.
Yes. I don't know why they're billing this now as the.
Well, you know what? It's good branding. Everything's going to be the first thing. Then when they do something else, like this is the first thing.
I actually think that's more unique. I mean, they already are doing comedy tours.
I understand. So France is doing a show in New York, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference in when he does a show in like anywhere else in New York?
It's not. So they have there's different nights, like new material night and shit like that. This is, hey, Barstool Sports presents 8 stand-up. 8 comics get up and do
they'll find 8
minutes.
up-and-coming stand-ups. And
or not. Some nights, I'm sure Roan and Sass will do 10 minutes or whatever, you know?
Where's the money there?
Selling tickets.
Okay, that's
an advertiser for the event, and then advertiser
my guess is
okay. I don't know. I mean, I hope so. I'm rooting for them. I like all.
It's the same model as the Dozen Live.
What they should be doing. What I, as a advisor, might suggest they do is make that weekly or monthly show, whatever it is, but then try and get it filmed the way Comedy Central would do presents type shows, where it's a showcase for younger comics, where they can do 10 minutes the way people used to do on late night. Now you just put it on YouTube.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, I'm rooting for them. Like I said, I like all those guys. I don't know. I saw Francis tweet and I thought, oh, well, just seems like a comedy show.
That's why I wasn't like, what? I was like, it seems pretty normal. It's what he does every night anyways, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what Francis does at Barstool. I don't mean that in a critical way. I just don't know.
I think he has his podcast. He blogs a lot.
Oh, yeah, he blogs a lot, right?
Yeah. Yep. But I don't think he does, he's not on the Yak or anything like that, so I don't think he has any other Barstool.
Is he going to Chicago or no?
I don't think so.
New York is,
I would
imagine
that's going to be the comedy
York.
hub. Yeah.
Oh, right.
He does stand up there anyways. So.
All right. Well, that's next week.
That is 7/12 is the first one.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then
Francis is a good golfer, right?
Yes. Yeah. He'll be there, I think.
Okay.
I believe. I guess I'm not saying I know less than I did 24 hours ago.
You know less.
Less, I think.
How could
I think
that
so. Because I thought
confused you.
Because I thought I was doing something, and then somebody said I'm not sure about that. So I said, okay, I don't fucking know. Just whatever. I'm getting on a plane. I could be sitting in an airport for 4 days. You got me.
By the way, yesterday when you guys were talking about it, you didn't want to say where it was, but I think you've said where it is before, or someone said it. I happen to know the state that it's in, and it's only because of this show, I think.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think it's one of those things they don't want to give away, like what it is.
Right.
But I mean, again, trust me, it's not one of the great mysteries of all time. The fucking guys playing golf. I mean,
is this something we'll hear about happening next week, and then we'll get to see it by early October?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's actually exactly right, I think.
That's exciting.
I think, right?
I know nothing.
Well,
yeah. Shannon Sharp. They're trying to. They want him to take over for Pat McAfee on FanDuel.
Yes.
You see this?
Oh my God.
That's his next gig. I don't know if that is what he was. He said he's going to be back on morning TV soon.
Say what you want about Pat McAfee, but the guy's a hustler at least who does a bunch of different shows, whether you like him or not.
I miss Shannon Sharp's appeal. Nobody likes him, right?
I think if you can fight with Skip Bayless.
No, but nobody. I don't think anybody who's a fan of his. Like, they're not going to go follow him somewhere by himself.
But media people, I think, he's clearly employable anywhere he wants to be just by the fact he could fight with Skip Bayless, I bet.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's what the show's going to be, him hosting a show?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not fighting with Skip Bayless?
That's terrible.
Yeah, he hasn't announced it.
Well, good for him, I guess. I don't know. I know nothing about that.
I was telling Mike, Skip Bayless on his own is the worst piece of content I've ever heard in my life.
Can I tell you something? I don't think I've ever watched a Skip Bayless segment in my life.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Ever. I didn't watch it with Stephen A. I don't.
It can't be. You tried to replace him.
I've seen clips on YouTube, but I've never watched the show. Why would I watch that show? You know how bad that is?
Not even with Mad Dog on?
No. I like Mad Dog, but no, I don't. It's so fake. I'm amazed people watch that.
Why is that show that big when it's like in the middle?
Is it that big?
It's mid-morning.
Is it that big?
Well, Stephen A. is that big.
Is it big on social media?
No, I think it's big everywhere.
Stephen A. is probably the biggest sports.
But if you're,
a million people are watching that?
No, but that's just.
I'm saying.
I think back in the day they would have been, right? 1 million people were watching part of my interruption, right?
Yeah.
Pardon the interruption.
Yeah, probably still as many people watch as watch Stephen A. They're just not on social media all the time.
If Stephen A is your biggest talent, why is he like mid-morning? Like, why wouldn't he be?
I've never understood.
Like, everybody seems to be in prime
worked.
time or at night. You know what I mean? Like,
but all of ESPN's primetime stuff is games, though, right?
Prime time.
He's on NBA stuff.
But PTI and Around the Horn, I think, are big, profitable shows for them.
That's not prime
They
time.
were.
It's 5 o'clock.
Okay, so yeah, it's not prime time, but
5 o'clock is the same as 10 o'clock.
Why wouldn't you put Stephen A with those people?
Because 5 o'clock is the same as 10 o'clock.
Is it? People are home at least.
No, not really. I mean, they don't consider that. They don't consider that. The people buying. No, that's.
No, not in media terms, but I feel like in the setup of how ESPN is set up, it would make more sense, don't you think? Or no?
I don't know.
Or even
morning
show
just doesn't matter. Morning people on TV get paid more than anybody.
But that's
nobody
again,
is watching
it
Mike
starts
Greenberg.
at 10.
That's a different.
Well, no, but
It's not even morning.
Well,
really.
but I mean, but like, put them on at 5 o'clock. Who cares?
That just
It's
seems
2 o'clock on the West Coast.
Doesn't that seem better than 10 a.m. or 11 a.m.?
That's 7 a.m. on the West Coast. That's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. It's a huge market.
Yep, that's the answer right there. Then
I mean, I don't even know if that's but they stumbled into that.
Yeah,
like,
right.
But you can't put them on. I also don't think like Stephen A. by himself is not. I don't think that big a draw.
You don't listen to the Stephen A.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he tried his own show.
Hey, it's Juneteenth, okay? It's supposed to be a national day of celebration. So why am I pissed off?
Oh God.
I've never been angry on a holiday before, so I can't imagine.
And Stephen A's just dying to like go to Fox News. I thought he might take over Tucker if his contract was open.
Dream's the late night
Be
show.
interesting.
You what?
His dream is the late night shows, which would be way better than what they have.
What is it?
Yes, absolutely. He would be better than Stephen Colbert. Yes.
Why?
Because Stephen Colbert's like just the political aspect of those shows now, I think. Like, I'd rather somebody like Stephen A., who I think can be all over the place.
But is he funny?
Well, first of all, I'm not saying...
Kenny? I've never heard him talk about anything else.
I just think he'd be better than what's there. I'm not saying he's like the greatest of all time. I don't know who else to put in late night anymore, but I think all those other guys suck.
I agree. But I don't think Stephen A's the answer.
So who's the answer?
Nobody. I think that is dead.
It's just dead.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's somebody out there who could do it, but
Well, I mean, it's literally dead. They're not replacing James Corden, and it seems like they're not replacing Trevor Noah either, I don't think.
Right. I think it's just kind of over. I mean, the Tonight Show, I think, will always go on because it's a brand, and they'll just hire comedians to do it, but it'll be less and less. It'll be 30 minutes, and then eventually they'll be gone, like in 50 years, probably.
Spotify just signed up Trevor Noah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, weekly show.
Oh, it could be great. Yeah. I can't wait to listen to that, just like everybody else.
Saved all that Markle money and put it into Trevor Noah.
Good.
Did you see the video of Simmons being followed into the elevator?
Yes.
If you're Simmons, you see this or no, Mike?
No.
So I'll talk about it in a second. We'll talk about Miltons first. The Store for Men. Summer sale goes on presently. They have everything you need to stay cool and look good this summer, and it's on sale. There's a Milton shirt right here, I'm happy to say. Polos, T-shirts, shorts, swimwear, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vine, Under Armour, Johnny O. Some other selections from new collections like Peter Millar and Faraday. South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, or the Burlington Mall, or shop online at Miltons.com. Get your shoes as well. We know lots of weddings are coming up this summer. Just go there right now, take a look around, or go to Miltons.com, surf around there if you'd like as well. You can get your clothes at a great price, looking good. And again, you go in there, they're going to, believe me, tell them the show sent you. They'll be thrilled that you did that. They're going to walk you through, you have any occasions to look good at a good price all summer long. So they got, I don't know, who was it, Dave?
I
TMZ
saw
or something? Or?
Yeah, I saw it on the Daily Mail, but I bet TMZ saw it.
So they got Simmons in the parking lot at Spotify or something or wherever. He was walking the elevator and they're like, hey, Bill, it was about the Harry and Meghan thing. And like, if you're Simmons, you got to be way more playful in that situation. Don't you think?
I mean, I think
the whole story's so goofy.
But like, he's like high up at Spotify.
Well, then don't say it on your podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, do you have the sound?
No, let me find it. Yeah.
He has to like go into the office?
Well, he runs it, you know.
I guess.
He tapes podcasts. I mean, he does them in there.
I would think a guy like that would just have all that. Well, I guess he has guests and
He
stuff.
works hard, though. I'll say like a podcast. I give Simmons that. He works hard as a podcast. He didn't write anymore. I don't blame him, by the way. I wouldn't either if I were him.
Yeah, it's kind of tough audio.
Bill, quick question. Bill, quick question.
I don't know. Look, I'm in my work parking lot.
What happened on that podcast, Bill?
Well, I don't really think the Social Network theme should be in the background of it, Dave. Why is that there?
I know, that was a Twitter thing. I pulled it up on Twitter instead of YouTube. Yeah.
Good job. So, yeah, basically he's like, yeah, I'm on the phone call. Right? I can't do it. I'm like, just like play it. Like, the whole thing's silly. Like, you're Bill Simmons. Goof around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
like how would Portnoy handle it? Fuck around.
Well, just say, I'm in a fucking parking garage. It was a nothing story. Why are you here?
Or just be like, yeah, Harry was kind of an asshole. Like, he said it on his podcast, which was recorded. It's not live.
Yep.
He feels that way, so just say it. What's the?
Also, they're not discussing like a murder. It's not a heavy subject.
He's also 1,000% right. Like everybody feels that way. It's almost like he got some heat for it from Spotify people, which I'm sure happened.
Yeah, maybe at all. Yeah.
And Simmons, like to his credit, like it can be a bridge burner. Like I'll say that. Like he did at ESPN. Like, he's not afraid. So maybe he's like, fuck these guys. Why are they handing out money left and right? And maybe some people are getting screwed over at his group. I have no idea.
Yeah, his title was like head of podcast innovation and monetization at Spotify.
Oh Jesus!
If Spotify is willing to like hire whatever you think about him, but like hire Rogan, would they really be like worried? Like, oh, we've upset the Dutch and Duchess.
I wouldn't think so.
I couldn't imagine.
Is the Dutch and Duchess?
Isn't it? Duke and Duchess.
Yeah, probably.
Duke and Duchess.
I think, yeah.
Sorry.
I can see them getting upset because they haven't proved anything. The people who got money had proven something before that.
Well, Simmons hadn't proven anything?
No. I can see Simmons being upset, Rogan being upset, Caller Daddy being upset. Everybody who has data to back up why Spotify gave them millions of dollars.
Well, I don't. But even if you're the 14th person at the Ringer, I'd still be like, this fucking person, they're paying her that much. The people I work for, and she's not even interviewing these people.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Is Alex Cooper Spotify exclusive?
Yes.
I can't wrap my mind around how it benefits them to have Bill Simmons there.
Yeah, I don't get.
If you can get the podcast everywhere else,
you definitely can. Like,
I
subscribe to some of them on iTunes.
Yeah,
I think they just bought Simmons as like a.
We're number one on what did your guy say? What Jerry? We're number one on your guy Bob, your enemy.
Oh, Snyder.
Yeah, what are you saying that
number one on iTunes?
No, but he had a different he had like an old guy line for it. Remember the Butch Stern story?
The Butch Stern Fox. Yeah, I don't.
Jerry was so happy. I remember talking that day. He's like, Butch Stern's coming over. Butch is going to go over and do a story. He's like, we're number one on the. I forget. Yeah,
I forget what he called it, but.
What were you saying, Mike?
Did you give Harry Bob Snyder's number so they could talk about steamrolling Dave?
Yes. Snyder's been quiet lately.
He's just probably working on new ventures, I'm sure.
I mean, what's he got now? Is he doing the Lobel thing? He must be.
I'm sure. I mean, Bob Ryan's podcasts are such a success. You got to have some spin-off shows there.
Jesus.
Ooh, you bad boy.
Wow. He said it.
Catty.
He said it. Well, we know it's getting scrubbed from the feed later.
Oh, the claws are out. Let's dish, fellas.
Wow.
I actually don't even know what he manages anymore.
His mic wasn't on when he said it, was it? There's no way.
No, I can't imagine he has that kind of balls.
Oh, Dave, so I'm sorry, Dave. You have more thoughts on Bob Snyder? I interrupted you. No, go ahead. What was it?
I got nothing.
What was he? He said I can't imagine what?
No, I said I don't know what other shows he manages. That's all.
He must do that Lobel.
No, I think that was my buddy Hank Morse's initial project. I think that was like his thing.
He produces it. More Lobel's like in a
but
bed
he's not on it
interview.
anymore.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'll hire him. Bob Snyder to the rescue.
Sure, I bring Snides.
Yeah.
What else?
Do you read that Alex Reamer piece about Craig Carton at all? About FS1 going all in on Craig Carton?
I did.
You brought up some decent points there.
Very straight. Life is a mystery to me, how Craig Carton is. I don't get it. Is it just people who are wowed by New York? Is that it?
I think Reamer just hit it. It's just anybody who is like has the guts to just put a sports opinion and stand by it. They'll just give money to
I guess. And they're like, well, if he's number one in the biggest market, then that's a reason to hire him.
Yeah.
Anybody in Iowa gives a fuck.
I was asking Dave, I was wondering if TV markets this way now, because Dave said like literally 50,000 people would watch that Fox Sports radio show.
The Carton show?
Yeah.
On a good day. I saw some days it was like 18,000 people were watching.
On FS1.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That might take away from my argument, because I was going to say, do you think they market it as like, hey, they're good podcasts that don't do those, you know what I mean?
Guess,
like, podcast 50,000 downloads is pretty good.
Sure, I guess.
Which is wild to think like TV's in that situation.
I don't think I get that, but I don't think you can go to like a 58-year-old guy buying ad time and say that. They'll be like, so what? Like 18,000 people watch the show today. I would have to think WCVB in Boston's 6 a.m. news has definitely has more than 18,000 people watching.
Oh, definitely.
And how much are they paying Craig Carton?
$1 million.
At least, yeah.
And my other thing with Carton is like I would never take their side ever because I hate them. So I'm glad that if it hurts them. But like I will say, like Odyssey like brought him back,
right?
Like and then in his first chance, like fuck you, like I'm bailing.
Yeah. But I mean, if they offer you more money, what are you supposed to do?
No, but for them, it's like that's what you get for getting in the business with this dirtbag. It's like not a surprise.
Yeah, but Odyssey also needed him. Like it's not. Honestly,
mutually beneficial.
One, the company's fucked.
I mean,
so
did they?
even if he was trying to be,
did it matter if they brought? What do you think their stock would be if they had brought Craig Carton back?
I think to them it mattered. I don't think to somebody like you or me, whatever, that it would matter.
I guess. So who's replacing him now?
Tiki Barber.
Oh God!
Wow, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, how boring is that going to be? Holy shit! Did they ever learn?
He was an athlete.
Who's he on with?
Evan Roberts.
Oh
right?
my God, that sounds so dreadful.
Evan and Tiki.
Tiki was already on, right?
He was on midday. I think it was Tiki and Tierney in middays.
So who got that? What loser gets that job then?
I was telling in my Reddit, WFAN popped up.
Okay.
And the post was like, Barstool to WFAN? And I click on it, and it's got to be some 60-year-old like, please don't let this happen. Meaning like giving KFC the job or something. Yeah.
Sal Wakata and Brandon Tierney in the midday show.
Oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How's that not going to work? Two of my favorites. That guy could be grabbed, no idea. So good luck to them. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, other than Boomer and Gio, I don't know anyone there anymore. Oh my God, Steve Summers is gone.
Oh, they're all gone. Everything's flipped over.
It's sad.
So
the company's going under.
So basically, Craig Carr was probably getting paid $400,000 or $500,000 at FAN through the afternoons at this point, the way the market is now. Right. And Tiki Barber gets moved to the afternoons. They're probably paying Sal, what's his name?
Licata.
$100,000. So boom, you just save $300,000.
Nice.
That's how they. I mean, I think that's how they look at it now, right?
Yeah.
It's my guess.
Yeah.
So Card is doing the show, just his same show.
Yes, the Carton Show in the mornings.
Yeah. Good luck.
According to Reamer, he was waking up at 2:30 in the morning, and he wouldn't get home until 8 p.m. at night.
What time was the show?
I assume he starts at 6.
He's waking up at 2:30.
That's what he said.
I know Dino used to say. I never understood that.
You got to deal with New York traffic.
Fuck you have at 2:30 for a 6 a.m. show.
Prep. Maybe he's working out before. Shannon Sharp, I think, worked out before.
That's true.
There you go.
I saw Shannon Sharp's video of his last day. Did you see this? Where he backed in the handicap parking spot. He looks like the biggest asshole. Does he look like the biggest asshole of all time?
I stopped it on that moment.
At one point, he's like grabbing his daughter's ass. There's a lot of weird stuff going on.
That was his assistant. That was like his assistant or something.
It was?
I think so.
Oh, okay. That's not weird then. Yeah. Well, yeah, but of course, calling him a defender.
No, that's not.
Very strange.
All adults. It was
Did you
all
see the video
board.
of Brady again? Like his kid's like making out with him again? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it's a weird world now.
I am starting to think like 1/10 of 1/100th of 1%. Always people that think like every Hollywood celebrity is like involved in kiddie porn. I sort of think maybe these people are right.
Really?
Yeah, yes. Like I said, a very small part of me is starting to think that.
Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers on who visited Epstein Island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't nobody.
Was Brady's kid kissing him on the neck in the picture or something? Or was he kissing his kid?
Yeah, he came up from behind. It's a very strange
What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand it.
I know.
Jesus.
Very affectionate.
Not the greatest picture.
What else is going on?
Hunter Biden pled guilty. No jail time, though.
No jail time.
No jail time.
What a shock. What a shock.
Steve didn't seem happy about that. He wants him in jail.
What does Steve have to say?
No, I'm just saying when we reported the news to Steve
Oh,
Robinson
yes.
yesterday.
Yes. We did.
Wow. You guys are the source for the main wire?
We did what we had to do. We told Riggs about the Live merge with the PGA Tour, and we told Steve Robinson about Hunter Biden being arrested.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what we do now. We just break.
Erica told Riggs.
Yes. Yeah. we break obvious news to people who would care about it.
we thought would have had it hours
assume
before.
It, like any other idiot would know it. Huh. Yeah. Well. Yeah. That's true. Well, congratulations to Hunter Biden. I mean, did anybody think he was going to go to jail? His father's the fucking president of the United States.
I can't imagine. So.
What are the actual charges?
I saw something tax-related, 2 tax misdemeanors, and then a felony gun charge.
But imagine if it was Don Jr., what they would do to this guy.
Right.
That's the thing.
Well, they're probably right. I mean,
I mean, they're definitely right, but we've heard it.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Biden should probably be in prison. I don't think anybody's disputing that. I don't think. Yeah, it was, of course, not. Is the mainstream media even talk about it or no?
I saw some reports about it.
Did the president say anything about it?
I did not see the president speak on it.
He did not. The press secretary, the one that everyone hates, did she say anything? No?
I did not see her say anything.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
You just got to move on.
What else?
Yeah. No, that's it. Nothing exciting.
All right. What's going on at blindmike.net?
Tonight on YouTube, you will get the Pat Cooper Howard Stern episode.
Nice.
Up on Patreon already. And I think the next episode of Why You Laughing will be the firing of Anthony Cumia from the Opie and Anthony show.
Oh, it's a big one for you.
So a lot of radio stuff. Good. And the bonus episode that'll be coming out soon will be related to that as well. And then on the Blind Mike Project, we'll talk some Rogan stuff. Roseanne has a new podcast.
Oh, she does?
It's rough. I've only listened to the open, and I have like 4 or 5 clips. So yeah, we'll talk about a bunch of stuff that will be live on Friday afternoon if you want to check that out.
What is this podcast she's doing?
I think it's called the Roseanne Barr Podcast.
Oh, here it is.
It's her and her son.
Roseanne Barr debuts her new podcast Thursday.
Yeah.
Silenced for so long, she comes roaring back with her feisty attitude.
Yes. Her son, that was my first ever podcast appearance.
What's that?
The Jake Pentland kid.
Oh, really?
Years ago. Yeah, I was talking cancel culture. So the Redskins name change.
You were against that.
As a matter of fact, I was.
It's outrageous.
Yeah.
Wow. How long will this last? This Roseanne one. Will like the Jerrys of the world just embrace it, or?
Yeah, she got I saw 200,000 views in the first episode or something like that.
I didn't know it existed.
Who's it with? Is she
her and her son?
No, but is she on her own or is she?
I think she'll have guests, but yeah, she's on her own basically.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's not a.
I think she has this is my diagnosis. I'm no doctor, but dementia or something like that.
Oh, does she really?
It does not seem.
Oh, you don't know this?
No, not at all. But I know she had a brain damage when she was young, and she doesn't seem laser focused on this podcast. But
yeah, all these Rosie O'Donnell has a podcast, comedy, does an interview every week. Did you even know that?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Since
God, her talk show was good though. That was a great talk show back in the day.
Did you like when she
with the Nerf balls? Yeah.
Yeah, you like that.
Who didn't? Who didn't want?
She was smitten on that Tom Cruise.
Oh,
if I remember right,
she was.
Those were two people completely attracted to the opposite sex, having a cute little. Which I'm serious.
Will they? Won't they?
Yeah. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. But I don't understand, guy. It's like Stephen A. Smith argument. That was on in the afternoons. Why didn't they put her on primetime, Dave?
Well, she was wasn't nationally syndicated.
It was
she didn't need it.
syndicated,
She was a freaking cash cow.
It was.
She's America's sweetheart almost.
Who is then? Ellen kind of took that from her.
Yes.
Who is that now? Is that Kelly
I would
Clarkson?
say Oprah was more than.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, but Ellen was more like the fun, goofy,
Okay.
I never see it, but it seems like
Drew Barrymore
has a little buzz to her.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yep.
Okay, I saw Kelly Clarkson's on Howard Stern today, and I saw that radio gunk. It was like, you can talk about this thing, and just played an old clip of Stern, just talking about how fucking fat Kelly Clarkson is.
God.
Did he talk about Pat Cooper? I recorded the episode before he.
I think I saw he did. I think I saw a YouTube clip. I didn't listen to it. I think he did.
Check it out.
He would have to.
I'd imagine he'd. But Pat was so fucking brutal to him after he was done with the show. Yeah.
But how do you not
compared to Hitler?
If some, if an enemy died, you got to talk about them still. No.
Well, here's the thing, though. He's an enemy, and he's not a guy with enemies anymore.
Right.
You know.
Howard Stern. Cooper.
Gilbert wasn't an enemy, so he could address him.
Right. I saw everybody was saying on Twitter how awesome Howard Stern is because he talked about what a bad guy Pat Robertson was. Pat Robertson died over the weekend, I think, right?
Yeah.
And Pat Robertson was fucked up. He said a bunch of crazy shit. No question. A terrible, fucking crazy guy. And Stern's certainly welcome to do that. I would do that. But I'm like, everyone's saying how great Howard Stern is for saying, the fucking shit Stern has said over the years? He's the guy who's I don't know. Who knows? But no, Mike, I don't see a clip.
Huh.
Maybe, which again is just, but they happily just erase that show history. Unless I'm wrong, and if he did, I apologize. But all the clips I see when I look up Howard Stern Cooper on YouTuber Stern talking about how great Bradley Cooper is.
Well, of course. Well, he was a big fan of the show.
Yes.
Supposedly.
Pat Cooper, Stern. I see nothing.
Well, there'll be something tonight at 7 p.m. on YouTube, folks.
There you go.
Subscribe to the YouTube.
If he didn't, that is wild, though. Yeah. That is really just weird. Just even if you're like, hey, he turned out to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, right. I was a guy. I had a relationship with him. I thought I was good to him. It was never enough.
He was a prick, which he was.
Yeah.
He was. He was a lunatic.
Yeah.
Good guy, good dad, but just a lunatic.
Certainly a good dad, yeah. There's a I mentioned this on my show the other day. There's a moment, if you listen to the Pat Cooper episode of my program, where I'm talking about these calls that his family made into Stern, talking about what a shithead Pat Cooper is. And it caught me so, you can watch my breath get taken away in the episode, where Craig goes, just like Montante and his mom. And I was like, what? What the fuck? I was taking off my feet.
Jesus Christ.
And then I was like, oh, yeah. And I had to move on. I could collect my thoughts.
Fucking idiot. Just an idiot. Jesus Christ.
Mike wants Montante to Barstool. He wants to start that push.
Why is it of all these people, like Shattuck and Clemmer?
I mean, Jesus Christ.
That's what I said to Mike.
Can't people just do the show or not?
I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just saying it seems more, if you're asking Shattuck or Montante, that seems to make more sense to me.
Well, Justin,
of course. Yeah.
No, Justin's way ahead of Montante.
Yes, I would be much more interested in what Justin did.
Way more.
But Montante likes gambling and boozing and all that fun stuff.
He's just another guy there, though. I like Montante, but
that's fair.
I don't think he would really stand out.
Do
you, Dave?
I think he'd fit in, but he would like Justin. To your point, I think
it would be like honestly in a way he's like Clemmer, like in a different way, but he'd fit in as just like a body, like a role player.
Clemmer's why we were talking. He played a clip of Clemmer, and I was like, Montante just seems so much more natural
clip is
there. Well, it's him and Brandon were going
Both
at
of these
it.
movies make me question things like
your intelligence.
No, I never question my
just out of nowhere.
How far did you get in the dozen? How far did you get in the dozen? How far did you get in the dozen? You.
I like to imagine Brandon saying that to like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Lost in the first round.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. How far did I get?
Made it to the championship game.
Second straight year.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you?
You're a choke artist. You're a loser. You're the Buffalo Bills of the dozen. That's what it tells me.
Jim Kelly's in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
So is Thurman Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Smith.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna stand in Bruce Smith's face today and tell him he's not any good?
No.
Brandon's going to walk away from this chemistry.
This is on the air?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out why was Clemmer being so confrontational?
Yeah, what I don't understand.
I assume it was something to do with one of the movies, like him not liking Remember the Titans or some shit.
Shit.
I don't know.
That is fucking dreadful. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I listen to fucking Mark Titus on the 24-hour loop and listen to that. All right, well, we'll take some calls. I decided I hate Mark Titus, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. Any particular reason?
Yeah, people behind the scenes have said he's been critical of the big guy.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say for now.
Justin did confirm that it was the exclusive Taylor Swift sweatshirt yesterday.
Online?
Yes.
We mentioned,
talked about that
on the show we did yesterday.
Oh, we did? I read the tweet? Oh, I did. He texted me. That's right. Yeah. And then I couldn't figure out if he was the one who put it on eBay. He sent a screenshot of eBay.
Oh, what do you think of that? Did you get to work on that?
I wasn't ready to ask him if he did that. I think it's a gesture of love, and I'd rather not know if he put it on eBay.
I mean, at some point, it's probably best if he does.
If he's not going to send it.
Yeah, if he's not going to send it, why not?
Or reach out to the girl.
It'd be weird if he sent her just the money from the sale, just in an envelope.
Better to sell now, you don't think that's going to increase in value?
Oh, no, for sure at some point. But I'm saying maybe just mentally it's better not to have it in his room.
Yeah.
In his bed is like blankie. I don't
know if he's using it.
Or
if he wants to maintain value.
I don't know.
Or it's a good thing. He looks over and he says, like, I gotta reach out to her. I need to do it.
But Justin, you never know, though. Like, Mike knows this. Like, you never know what's what. Like, is he just friends with her? You know, with him, he's like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if Justin fluid?
No.
He's it's all pussy.
All
all pussy all the time.
Puss all the time from
Okay,
J-Rock.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Young trim.
I imagine this girl, by the way, is also in middle school, right?
No, I imagine she's probably one of those older high school seniors. You know?
Yes, yeah. Older high school seniors. Yeah.
Yeah.
One day she'll be 18. I just picture him waiting in that line, just buying that sweatshirt and just going back to his seat.
Oh, he's working.
Well, I could
on the clock. That's the other thing. Where's the idiot who runs it? The guy we hate with the pizza?
Great guy. Yep.
Where's he with
he
J-Rock?
takes over for a shift.
Oh, he's I'll handle it.
J-Rock makes him a lot of money, so
he says like J-Rock time, and he just goes in the line.
He says, "Hey, Justin, go get her."
He doesn't even wait in line. He just pushes people out of the way.
I do it to defend my guy though, because Justin said people were shitting on him for like, oh, I bet if she's a real fan, she already has that or went to the show or whatever. I was like, how critical of this gesture? It's a nice gesture at the very least.
No, I don't agree with that.
Oh, come on.
I think it's creepy. I think it's a creepy thing.
It's absolutely
we don't know enough about their relationship.
You're judging him and the relationship. The move is not creepy. The gift is not creepy.
Right.
You're judging.
Exactly.
You're judging him. Like you're making some kind of.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. If you want to say he as a man is creepy,
yes,
I won't get in your way.
You're saying
I don't agree with it, but I won't get in your way.
You're saying you think she wants nothing to do with him.
Correct.
We don't know that.
Of course.
You have there's nothing that says that.
I have huge evidence to suggest that.
There's no evidence.
Overwhelming evidence. Yeah. I feel like the Patriots player's attorney at this point. There's a lot of evidence.
We don't know anything about her. She might be an odd duck.
I'm sure she is. I think we do know that about her. I think Justin said I gotta go see a girl, and he just walked out.
Slides the Taylor Swift tickets over.
The pizza drip was like, son of a bitch stole my line. Goes back to his fucking ice cream cones or whatever. Well, just say cleared how much during that?
I thought he said like 1,400 or something around
Jesus Christ.
Which means the other guy must have cleared
more.
What? At least double or something like
Guy's
that.
a killer.
Yeah.
And he probably has 40 Justins.
I don't know about that.
Scary.
There's really only one Justin.
That's true.
Well, you know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Load up?
Load up.
All right, let's go. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hey, y'all boys got a minute for a little bit of blind Mike criticism?
Sure. Oh, we always have plenty of time for that.
Tread lightly.
Well, he has become, it's fun, the last year or so, a complete parrot. He goes back at you on nothing. Only thing he will go back at you on is when you stand up for sexual assault.
That is true. You are right. Give him that. He's very forceful about that. He's very forceful.
Forceful, ironic.
He is, yes.
He's become just a big old lib like you, Kirk.
Well, hold on, caller. Hold on.
I'm interested in more the part that I've become this. I wasn't this before.
It was when was Mike? When did Mike show any signs of life? That's what I want.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, maybe it's all that damn couscous he's been eating lately.
Could be.
Who knows?
That's a topical line. That's very good.
Do you think?
That's very good.
I
didn't prepare anything else.
I like this guy.
Other than
what do you think are my more liberal tendencies, caller? Why, people are saying this now. What do you mean?
Maybe one of your kids is gay, and you think they're gay, so you want to go backwards on what you said in the past.
What did I say? Hold on. So this is what I mean. To my knowledge, neither of my kids are. They may both be. I shouldn't say that. I personally wouldn't care.
Well, I got no problem with that.
Hold on. Oh no, I'm sure you don't. But as I said before, when I lived in California 20 years ago, whatever, I voted for gay marriage 20 years ago when it was a pretty controversial topic. I've always been for gay rights, always. So I don't know. I think people
regular Harvey Milk over here, huh?
No, but what I'm saying is people want this change, but this is the way I always was. I was on a show with Jerry for a while, who's homophobic. So maybe you think that spilled over or something, but I never, I have literally never wavered on this topic, not 1 inch.
Well, you let a guy like Poehler come in and say he'd rather have his child molested than taught the teachings of
it's crazy. It's lunatic.
You allow this. Well, you didn't say that to him when he was here.
Allow it. He's a lunatic. I should kick his ass.
He just kissed his ass.
Kissed his ass.
Oh,
his ass.
No, but
like Mike does.
But that's the point: is you let somebody say something like that and then let it hang out there. And
that's what I do to you. By
the way, do you really think that Greg Poehler would rather have a drag queen give his son in school a blowjob than religion?
I think he probably gives his own son a blowjob. Yes.
Oh, that I agree with. I don't know. No, I know that.
I'm going to push back on you.
We finally agree that.
I'm going to push back and say I don't know.
Yeah, we finally. Thank you very much, Cole. We finally agree on that. That I can't disagree with. He's a good basketball player. What do you want? He's proud of him.
I like that people think enough of me that I'm going to be the one that makes you see the other side.
Yeah. I was saying that. I know people want to believe something different, but I have not changed on this stuff. If you go back and listen to old Kirk, good luck. Old Kirk and Callahan shows, I used to push back on Jerry and this shit all the time.
I also think people confuse not caring with, for some reason, being liberal.
I
don't care about everything, though.
No, but I care. But I am for gay marriage. I think gay. I don't know why people, because if they're. I mean, I know you feel differently, Dave. But I don't know why gay people shouldn't be allowed to be married. It's fucking lunacy.
Right, but some of these drag stories or something like that, you don't have to care about all those things.
I think it's fucking really strange that it's happening. Yeah. I think it's, am I supposed to go into every school and stop it from happening? I'm not a superhero.
I think what it was is that when the big stories in the news were the other direction, when it was all, the 2020 shit and Trump and all of that, they found solace in you. They were like, "Oh, Kirk's on our side." Yeah, when you say other shit, they're like, "Oh, he's not on our side anymore. He's a liberal pussy."
But the same thing happened again. That happened in 2020. I would say the stuff that they want to hear again.
Right. So and then they would be like, "He's back."
Right. If it was the same thing, if it's not, then it's not.
Right.
Hello. But I like that guy. Good caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before I ask my question, there was an old joke back when you said you voted for gay marriage that gay men were pursuing the two things straight men fear the most: serving in the military and getting married.
Oh, you like it.
But I digress. But seriously, folks.
Imagine if Clancy was listening to this right now. I was like, wait a minute. I'm going to book this guy.
Francis, is there a spot in the lineup?
Go ahead.
So my question is, it relates to Menor, who I like. But have you ever noticed that when he's doing his show, and even when you were on his show, he refers to this show as the main show. In other words, sort of like attaching his own work.
Well, that's how we all look at
it.
it.
As if it's part
Certainly. Yeah.
of the show.
Of course. No, yeah. We're all, it's sort of a spin-off of our show. It's the Frasier to our Cheers, I think. Oh, well, thank you. Get Mike out of here, Dave. This guy's This guy's got it. Thank you, Carl. I have not noticed that, but well, that's interesting. Yeah. Any updates on the YouTube channel, Dave?
I do not believe any new updates. I know he banned Shattuck is done.
Yeah, we had to do that. Yeah, I don't need that in my life.
Do you think he's waiting for like kind of the fall schedule?
Could be. Yeah, evidently. I mean, I'm not really sure why there aren't like 3 shows up this week.
Well, it takes time.
It does it? Yeah. Like, how hard does it get 3 people on Zoom to talk about something?
Meticulous planning.
Yes. The BO boys booked me this week. I'm on tonight.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk.
What's up?
Hey, I need a bit of advice from the expert here.
Hey, load up, Dave. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to the Travelers tomorrow, and it looks like there's rain in the forecast.
Mm-hmm.
Do people actually wear golf shoes there?
Yes. Oh, yeah,
like spectators?
Yeah. You can do that. Yeah, it's Hardo City. There are no rules there. You're fine. Yeah. No, you can wear golf shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Never been. Have you ever been to TPC River Highlands?
I used to do shows with Kirk Callahan there. We do it, I don't know. We would go on Wednesday, I think. It was dreadful. But yeah, we would go Wednesday and get a couple of players on. Jerry would bitch that we couldn't get any players on.
Talk the facts a little bit.
Yeah, and then he'd watch guys putt. I remember the putting greens behind us one year, and VJ Singh was putting. And the guy, VJ, it was like 60 feet. VJ would hit a putt at the beginning. Jerry's like, what the fuck? That's 10, not even close. And of course, because he's, one of the greatest golfers of all time, would stop like a foot away. How does that work? But yes, and one time Dino, first year. This actually Dino's story I can't even tell. So yeah, just unbelievable.
Give us a taste.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I was also there for as part of Jim Renner's army one year.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Travis,
Yes, that's right.
Who was the new? Didn't he have a new like people's golfer this year? Didn't he just say somebody recently?
I don't know.
Oh, did he? I don't know.
I think he did.
Hello, I don't know that.
Kirk, it's Nipples. What's up?
Hey, Nipples. What's going on?
I need help. I'm a little bit older, as you know, and I'm having trouble transcribing some text messages. Can you?
Sure.
Not from anybody.
Yeah, I'm young. I'm a young guy. I'm happy to help. Sure.
The first one is a peach, a tongue, and a bullseye.
Okay, Mike. What does that mean?
Well, I worry that I know. I hope I don't know what it means. Actually.
Okay. Yeah.
The second one is an eggplant and a water emoji.
This is not good.
Oh boy. Okay.
The third one is a gif of a woman getting fucked in the ass.
Oh, well.
That's a little more. I mean, you can decipher that one yourself.
You need help on that one, Nipples? I don't know. Jeez. Well, it's interesting.
Mike, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
I don't want it to be awkward between us when we see each other at live shows.
No, it never is.
I feel like
it's always fun.
Something weird's been going on between us.
No,
is it now like when you see him, it's kind of like, oh, can you believe these call that thing or?
Well, I haven't seen him.
No, he always acts like I'm like pathetic,
right,
but like
Nipples,
realistically, me and Alvin know what's really going on.
Thank you, Nipples. Right, I forgot you were actually here. I should have asked you the question.
No, the last time I saw him is when it was at the Portland show. I think this is the last time I saw him.
With the band, yeah.
At the Portland show, and I was staying on the stage. And someone started talking to me about Sam Morrill. They're like, Sam Morrill's going to be
you told me this. Yeah.
And I was like, this is an awfully chatty security guard. And then I later realized it was Nipples.
Of course. Hello.
Oh, hold on.
Sure. Okay, hello.
Holy walnuts.
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I remember every blowjob I ever got. You remember your first blowjob?
Yeah, I remember my first blowjob.
How long did it take for the guy to come? Hey, Tom, did you hear what I said? I said... You remember your first blowjob? I said, how long did it take for the guy to come?
Thank you, Paulie. Hello.
Stuff.
Shane is arguably bringing too much energy today.
He's been good.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes. I mean, do you have any questions for Shane? He's here.
No, he's fine. Shane's fine. Okay. I do have something for Dave, though. Kirk, you've given him kind of a hard time about his vetting process for Friday guests.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if I could maybe role play with him a scenario, see how he does.
Sure. I mean, has Ziggy Robinson reached out to you to be a Friday guest?
No.
You have not, Ziggy?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
How about my declaration yesterday? I want to see the original 3 back, you and VD and Red.
Yeah, I think my demands have been tweeted out, but I'm not here to talk about the past.
Okay, sure. I understand. Go ahead. I'll let you get to your bit. Go ahead.
So, Dave,
yes,
you get an email, let's say, from someone saying, hello, my name is Michael Pedini. I'm interested in coming to studio. I'm a big fan of Kirk since EEI. I'm from Maine, and I have some interesting stories. How do you respond?
Google, Twitter. Okay, this guy looks okay. I'll do it. And if they have a parody account, I usually, unfortunately, I kind of lean on the sense of I'll do it differently in the future, that they're probably a good person just having fun on the internet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So, yeah, that makes sense. Do some background checks. So assuming if you were to respond, sounds great, you on Twitter, I can send some dates soon. We're assuming you've already done that background check?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. So hypothetically, let's say you did Google this Michael Pedini. All you really know about him is he's from Maine. So let's say you Google that. The first hit is an article that says, Michael Madman Pedini, a former enforcer in the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, faces up to 20 years in prison.
Was Michael Pedini in studio?
Who is this? Is this an actual person?
Let's just say hypothetically you Google that. That's the first hit. And Dave might naturally, you might think, I've never heard of the Outlaws Motorcycle Club. What are the odds it's the same person?
That's true.
You then notice the email. You then notice the email address is outlawpedini@yahoo.com.
Well, that's
what is this?
No, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Was this guy in studio or no?
He will be on August 11th, according to Dave.
Is that true, Dave?
I don't know the name. Michael Pedini doesn't sound familiar to me.
Well, I'm looking at the Portland Press Herald right here, where Michael Madman Pedini, 39, appeared in court. I think we have to have him in.
Listen.
You may know him as Kirk's wiping technique. That's probably the confusion.
I think we got to have him in.
He's probably already coming in.
Yeah, good. Yeah, right, there you go.
Michael Pedini. Name didn't ring a bell.
Well, I think I understand criticizing Dave's vetting process, but unfortunately, it makes it more likely for me to want him here. That's the problem. This guy.
Oh, if I said something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you've had criminals in studio before.
I spoke to a criminal yesterday on it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. I was very upset. I texted him distraught that he had not alerted me to that Jeff D. Lowe information earlier.
What was it?
He gets his haircut, an $80 haircut every week?
Yes. Like I said,
he was Carson in the 80s?
Like I said, he's like Larry King gets his haircut every day. Every day.
Jesus Christ.
That's so much money for a haircut.
I know but guys like that, they always get,
For a man, is there a difference between a $20 haircut and an $80 haircut?
Absolutely.
Like, what could you do that's
no?
Yeah,
how much did Steve spend that? How much did Steve spend that time?
Wasn't he $80 too?
I thought it was 80. I thought it was 80, 50 or 80. I thought it was 80.
That was the Burgers and Brews day, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And he was appalled though, right?
He was disgusted.
It was a massive day in show history. That was our biggest show. I wasn't part of the biggest show of all time. That live golf event at the.
Well, that's because you fucked the event.
I did?
Yes.
Oh, you were part of that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it was Cullinane's idea.
How did I fuck the event?
I don't know why. I think you called me.
Yeah.
And I forget how that played out, but either way, you were supposed to go to that event, and then you backed out.
I don't think that's true.
It is 1,000,000% the truth.
That was absolutely never advertised.
Where I was.
That was absolutely never advertised on the show.
For some reason, we were on the phone together.
There is no chance I ever advertised on this show that I was going to be there.
No, you didn't.
Zero chance.
You said something about being there. I never would have thought that two people would have showed up for Dave Cullinane and Mike Geary to put
and Steve
at a golf place.
How many people showed up? 8?
You forced Steve to go. Steve wasn't going to be there.
Got his haircut.
Yeah, but he wasn't originally.
How many people showed up for it?
12.
Like the usual losers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a good time though.
That's good.
Yeah, it's nice. Good. Nice little event.
That was some Cullinane scheme, I assume.
Absolutely.
He's getting a slice.
No.
Whatever the people spent on beers and
you just don't remember. That's fine, but
it was a long time ago. I don't remember.
I know.
I don't really remember. I remember the night.
WEEI was doing an event somewhere.
Right.
I think you called me. I don't remember. Maybe someone else
on the show. You're saying.
And I said, and yes, but we had a call after, and I don't know why. You said like that's actually a good idea.
I don't think that happened.
I did, but
I don't remember that he was supposed to be there. I don't think.
I never said I was going to go.
I'm telling you,
I've never gone to Woburn and drive rush hour traffic. Never. That would never happen.
That's fine.
Never. I just know I would never do that.
Because I think that was the whole thing. Steve had to go, and he was mad that he had to go.
Right,
but that was all like that was like there was a week lead up to that.
Who can forget?
No, exactly. You've forgotten
Build up
about it.
Get Ziggy Robinson back. He'll know better than all of us. Get him
why
back.
would I have said like? Why would I have volunteered to do an event?
I had no idea you were part of it until I just mentioned the thing.
I never would have done that. I think it's
because you had you were friends with the guy there. You probably had some deal.
That has nothing
That is
to
what it
do
was.
with it.
Nope.
That's exactly what. You know what? That's exactly what.
First of all,
it was.
no. The idea came out. Then the Minihane who owned that facility reached out, or I reached out knowing he had it. I don't have some fucking deal with the facility.
Yeah, some random Minihane reached out to you after we talked about our show with Steve producing and said, "Let me reach out to Dave Cullen."
No, but you wanted.
That makes sense, right, Mike?
Yeah, that's.
No, you knew the event was happening.
No, Dave, what are you talking about?
You're telling me you forget it now for some reason, but you knew it was happening.
It wasn't in your life. It might have been a big event. In ours, there's another show.
Wasn't. It was not a big event for me. I just thought you were going to it because you told me you were.
I definitely never said I was going to that.
My guess is you might have said I might show up, which I usually take to mean you wouldn't show up. But Cullen probably didn't realize that at the time and thought you would show up.
I don't know. Who knows?
That's my assumption.
It's really not a big deal to me.
No, I can tell. Hello. Hello.
Hey, it's Kyle. Quick question, Kirk. I'm going to my first ever wedding on Sunday night in Newport, Rhode Island. Do you have any tips?
Who are you bringing?
I'm a +1 for somebody, believe it or not.
Oh, how much are you going to give them for money?
Well, they're actually going to give me $14,000 just for showing up. That's my fee I'm charging right now.
Yeah, we don't need to get the bits here. Any tips for going to a wedding? You just sit there.
I've never been to a wedding. It's in Newport. I've never been to Newport.
What are you, an elephant? Like you're a human being. It's not that difficult. You just go and you sit there and you eat the food and you're polite.
All right. I mean,
do you want to have sex that night or not?
Yeah.
You got to get on the dance floor if you want to have sex with your date.
I love cutting rug. I love eating rug. I love munching rug. You know. So.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah.
I don't remember when he was on the show. I don't remember thinking this guy really wants us. But in his calls, I think he wants to be involved more.
Yes, and on social media, I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
I like him, I think, but again, like should he be doing that? Or should he be working?
Well, I mean, people have lives.
So every penny's paid off. I don't know. I don't know.
He was a substitute teacher. School's out.
That's true.
Garden's not closed on the weekend, I bet. Well, maybe
he's an events guy, so it's whenever there's events.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hello. That's just fishing the call.
Hey, Kirk, hey, Mike, how we doing, guys?
JJ!
Someone hit the gong. JJ's
how you doing, baby? This guy's zooming up my list for some reason.
Good. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a quick question for Mike today, actually.
Sure.
Hello, JJ.
Mike, you've a couple times you bragged about in the past how you kind of knew that Lucy chick, that Ben Curtis. What was your relationship?
He has bragged about that.
Have I bragged about that?
What happened?
What was your question about
sorry,
that? It was specifics. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, did you hit that?
Oh, yeah,
got What ended up happening there?
No, I did not. She may have been involved at that time, for all I know.
Oh, it's true.
When I knew her, yeah.
Were you friends? I don't get what.
Why are you bragging so much?
What's going on? I want the hit.
I did not really know her that well at all.
Oh, I thought you said you guys were friends.
No. I had her on my podcast once or twice. That's about it.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Jay.
Sorry, buddy. Perhaps he's thinking of Dana from Barstool. We were pals.
He seemed like he was pretty focused there. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe. Maybe. Hello.
I actually have two questions for Dave.
Okay, you got to get off your speakerphone.
You got me now?
Yep. I don't know why. Yep.
So Dave, my mother-in-law might die just like yours. So I just didn't know if there's anything I could do for my wife to, help her through this.
Do you have kids?
Yes.
That was my role. I just made sure she went and was with her mother anytime she needed to be, and so I took on the kids and whatever. So let her do whatever she needs to do, basically.
Awesome. And for my father-in-law, do you have the number for Tony's fuck doll emporium?
I knew it.
That's sincere advice, though. That was sincere advice.
Sir, that's a Google search, you don't need to call
find that.
Pastor Dave for it.
Jesus. Hello.
Which I'll say was a little troubling. I will say that.
What's that?
You feel a little alone during those times, if we want to take it to a serious place.
What times?
Like when you want to cope with something as well, because you were close with the person, but you can't be there, and you shouldn't be. You're doing the right thing, but you feel kind of alone. I don't know.
You're saying we should feel bad for you because of your wife?
No, I'm saying if that person really is going through that.
I find grieving too much about in-laws or whoever is stolen valor.
Yeah, of course.
Please.
That is absolutely absurd.
You can be sad.
Dave, I've been nice for a couple of years about this. She can give two fucks about you.
Okay.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
That is the dumbest comment in the world.
I mean, it's not possible. She was
not-
probably
whatever relationship you have in the world. That's not my fucking. Don't take it out on me. That's not my fucking
probably
problem.
mortified by your existence.
That is
I
absurd.
would have to think.
That is just.
She must have been like, "This is not even a man."
I probably just gave some relatable kind of
That's
not
true.
advice
You're
or opinion right
yeah,
there.
you're right. You're right. You're right. But it seemed like you want to expound on this though. So
no, I just said it is a weird thing. It's
so you
a
would sit
weird
there
thing.
with your kids,
and I've actually had people reach out to me about that. Yeah. So go on.
What people reach out to you?
People who were in similar situations who reached out.
Plural?
Plural.
So two. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's fair.
So they reached out to you and said, I know someone who's dying. Do you have any advice?
I had someone who literally reached out to me with basically the exact same scenario.
That their in-law was dying.
Yep. Had pancreatic cancer.
Yeah. Okay.
And same type of role. Like they took on the kids and whatever.
Well, what are you supposed to do? That's what you have to do. I'm confused.
Yeah, where does the advice come?
You're supposed to leave the kids at home and like barge in there and like say spend time with me.
Oh, are you sad?
Get the kids out of here. It's time for me to spend some time with my mother-in-law.
I did what I think you're supposed to do in that.
I agree.
situation.
So
Okay. But I'm saying that is also a kind of lonely experience to some extent when you're just, like I said, I don't know your fucking relationships in life, but when you're just in your head as close with your in-laws as you are your own parents, you also need to potentially grieve.
That's more of a knock on your parents.
This is where the Kathy
Right?
Cullinane
Yeah.
remark
You
comes
guys
from.
turn everything.
Am I right about that or no?
Just as close as you. That's what
That's
Kathy's like. Well, you only have one mother now.
So now your argument is you can't be close with your in-laws. You
No, I
can't
didn't
be
say
close
that.
with
No,
anyone who's not your
I didn't
direct
say that.
family.
I didn't say that, but that is any psychiatrist in the world, a psychologist with an hour's worth of training would say it's a shot at your parents.
It is not a shot at my parents.
Okay.
It's absolutely not.
How did you take it, Mike?
Yeah, that's my first thought was Kathy saying,
Yeah.
well, I guess you only have one mom.
I'm talking to two fucked up people.
That's why Kathy, to Mike's point, that's why Kathy was so defensive and was dancing on Gray. That is exactly it. You can't.
She could sense that.
You're
First of all, she
stuck.
wasn't,
You're
but-
in the weeds. That's the problem. Is you're in the weeds right now. You don't see above the clouds. You don't.
I was just trying to offer some real honest
I
feedback.
appreciate that.
Every now and then
that's
we do
your
that
first
on this
mistake.
show.
I would never think, hey, let
absolutely.
me suggest something I'm sad about.
Here's the tip, Dave.
mistake.
When a caller calls, they have two questions about something.
I know.
The first one's a setup.
Yes.
The second one is then to ask about Tony's fucked all emporium. The fact you don't like your parents is your own issue. I don't know what you're going to do about that.
I was expecting the D's nuts joke.
Yeah, that's true.
The second one is also sometimes like you played golf at Pinehurst
That's true.
before.
That's true. When they're for Dave, though, it's generally.
That's fair. Yeah.
Hello.
What's up, Divya Mushers? It's Dan Katz from the Lake in Milton Mush.
What's up,
Danny?
How are you, Danny?
Turkey, I'm not sure if you heard, but Barstool's going international, and I've been in charge of the new entity called Barstool Cricket. Have you heard of it?
Oh, I've not.
The sport cricket?
I've heard of the sport cricket,
So we're looking for on-air personalities, and I understand that you used to work with a very talented on-air personality that used to work nights at WEEI. I think his name is Mike Adams. Would he be a good fit?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know where. He has some funny jokes about it, I think.
Certainly.
And another funny joke. Have you seen Big Ev lately without his beard?
I have. Yes, I have.
Oh, no, he shaved.
I have. Oh,
Now we know why he likes Chinese food. He's got more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Oh, so you can handle the Mikey jokes yourself there, Dan.
Is that part of the Dan Katz character?
This is the official shirt, Dave.
That's the official shirt, yes.
This is the shirt of me and Brandon.
Yep.
Oh.
There you go. Hello. Go ahead.
Dave, it's the ghost of your mother-in-law.
It seems like poor time.
Thanks for taking care of the kids. But please put Chase in a baseball glove. I can't watch this sissy gymnastics anymore. The nuns are making fun of me up here.
Thank you.
It must be nice to hear from her. She was like a mother to you.
Yes, it was very nice.
Yeah. Hello.
Kirk.
Yeah.
Hey, so have you noticed old Chris Clemmer, what he's doing now over there on the Twitter?
No.
The tour guide stuff?
So,
I have seen that. I have seen that. Yeah, I have.
Well, it's not that. It's he's taking a little foray into betting now.
Oh, I did
Have you
see
seen,
that too.
the
Yeah, somebody
MLB picks he put down?
messaged that to me that Clemmer is now like he used to tweet about gambling. Then once he went to Barstool, he stopped, and now he's suddenly tweeting about. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess now he's trying to be the poor man's Kirk Minihane.
Well,
so he started off talking shit to the booze ponies, and then now he's taking a foray into betting. So I guess that's the Barstool way now.
I guess. I mean, he's just a guy trying to make a living there. I mean, he's just. I don't even know what to say about Clemmer anymore, honestly.
Mm. He had some weird reply to his gambling tweet. It was like he then parlayed his gambling tweet into like, "Oh, it's been 1 year since I've been at Barstool." Did you see that one?
No,
yeah,
no, I don't follow.
Weird,
but I found the Montante fantasy for baseball thing.
I was just
very strange,
and not surprising.
No. That's Clemmer all the way. He's a very sensitive guy. Who we've basically left alone for really pretty much, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I think. Hello, Mike hates him.
I don't know about that.
Hello.
Hey, Kirk, it's Nicolas Cage.
Oh, wow. I think it's been a little while. Nicholas, how are you?
No, I'm super, thanks.
Good.
Trivia question.
Good. Yeah, sure. Well, we always like those, yeah.
Okay. I really enjoyed your son Harry's cameo appearance on Monday's show.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know this, but I have two sons myself, Kal-El and Weston.
I did know that. I knew Kal-El, yeah.
Okay. Now, back in 2008, Weston and I created a limited-run comic book series called Voodoo Child, which was set in the southern metropolis of New Orleans and is, of course, named after the Jimi Hendrix song. Can you name the Argentine Flash in the Pan who earned his first and only PGA Tour win at the Zurich Classic in 2008 and later made a slight return to the top 100 in the world after finishing runner-up to Tiger Woods at the Memorial in 2012? 2008 Rookie of the Year.
2008, and then finished second in the Memorial at Tiger 2012? Jeez. I don't even think I know this. Andres Romero.
That's right, Kirk.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
He still got it.
Oof. Me or him?
Well, both of you.
Oh, good. Thank you. I know you meant him, but I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah.
A little rusty. Hello.
Hello?
Oh, yes. Hello.
I have two questions for Kirk, and I have a question for Blind Mike.
Okay.
Right.
As you said the other day, unfortunately, you didn't call on Monday, Kevin, but I guess you didn't want to talk to Harry. But
yeah.
That's probably a good thing. Go ahead.
Do you think NBC 10 Boston news anchor Sue O'Connell gets dick during Pride Month or no?
No, I don't think that's her. I don't think that's her preferred sexual way of reaching completion. I don't think so. No,
especially not during this month.
Right. Kevin. No, I would say no. This is probably the least likely month that she would get dick. I would say probably. I would think.
Second question.
Yeah.
Do you think Bill Belichick would be turned on sexually if Greg Bedard was shot dead or no?
Yes, I do. I think you have an erection, as would we all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He almost did. Hernandez almost killed him several times. Your question's for Mike or for Dave?
Blind Mike.
Good.
Blind Mike.
Yes.
Did Alba jerk off your dad for Father's Day or no?
There's a period of time that I couldn't track her during the day, so I can't confirm. No, I don't think so.
Right. Yes. Right. Remember the old calls that Alba was involved with your father. Something about Home Depot or something.
Yes, I believe she did some labor.
Yes, that's right.
There may have been some sexual trade there as well. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So your guess is probably not.
Probably not.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Hello.
That's more old school, Kevin. Settled back into his.
Yeah, you can have ups and downs. It's a hard. It's a hard journey. I would love to see what Kevin looks like. He might be the guy I'm most interested in right now. His existence.
I have a picture of him in my mind.
Yeah.
But
what do you think, Dave?
I thought I had a picture of him. I thought he had like this.
I picture being short. I don't know why.
Short and like what's the first name? The long guy who's in like all the Drew Barrymore movies.
Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Was terrific in Barbarian.
A short Justin Long.
I think of him. You guys won't know this necessarily. I think of him more as like one of the bullies in Rocket Power. That's how I'm picturing him. Yeah. The older brother.
Okay, interesting. I picture him like the guy who's going first in the draft tonight. What's his name? The 7'5" guy.
That would be interesting.
Yes. Yes, everybody's tweeting about him. Hello.
A question, a comment, and an observation if you are up for it.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, the observation, Kirk, to your point that you were just making with young David is guarantee you he knows his mother-in-law's birthday.
What's your mother-in-law's birthday?
I do not know their birthdays.
You don't?
I do not. I believe my father-in-law's
save
is
your
in.
face.
I believe my father-in-law's is in July. I think.
You don't know when hers is? You better remember quick. You know, it could be this week.
No, I don't. But it was somewhat recently, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What'd you guys do for it?
Actually, it was the day of the wedding that I was at the wedding.
My mom's 6th anniversary of her death is tomorrow.
Sorry.
22nd.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's no big deal.
You guys kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Both lost
in a way.
moms.
In a way, yeah, that's true.
No, he demeaned relationships with.
I didn't demean.
No, you did.
Well, your mother did. Your mother. No, I mean, do your mother joke, but that is exactly what happened.
My mother didn't. She said something.
She came on the show once, and she
came
took
out in a weird way that you manipulated when she was just trying to say she would be supportive in a tough time. That's all she was trying to say. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Tim.
Just a simple question, Mike. Will you be doing a profile of the comedy stylings of douchebag and Mikey Adams?
Oh,
because he always considered himself, Kirk, a comedian before.
Tim, did you ever listen to the guy that Mike does the show with now? Who are these podcasts, right?
Yes. They did an episode. They did a Mikey Adams.
I'm with you.
Did you listen to the Mikey one? They did one on Mikey. It was actually very funny.
Although I wish the guy they had on that episode.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
I think you mentioned this before. He wasn't in on shitting on the show.
Right.
I wish they had someone that normally does
that. Was very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's the. I haven't listened to that. I'm with you, Kirk. The guy is very funny. What's his name? Carl. But that accent. Me to say that, but the accent and the voice.
He stinks.
Just I can't.
Smile talking.
But he's a funny guy.
Yeah. He's good.
But Mikey.
Is that still going on?
Mikey is
WATS Thursdays at 6.
Thursdays at 6. All right, go ahead.
It just for the people who don't know Mikey, I know you've talked to them. Remember, Kirk, whenever anybody would say "let's," automatically say "and tomatoes" and think he was funny.
Yes, he would do stuff like that.
That's Mikey Adams.
Or it'd be like John Ryer would be doing the Flash, and they'd be like, Doug Fister's pitching tonight, and Mikey'd be like, Fister, I barely knew her.
Yes,
like literally, that would be the joke.
And there was a lot of one time a woman came up. I remember it was always I banged her.
Yeah, right. Yes, yes. Was that it, Tim? Okay, go ahead. I do.
Hey, Kirk, it's Christina, the stay-at-home nurse from Connecticut.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Interesting.
I'm doing well.
Good.
Hey, did we ever talk about the winner of that dinner scam Mutt was promoting?
We don't know. We don't know who won it, but you know.
No, it was mentioned. I think the name was mentioned.
Okay, I don't think we want to go
too depth in the video. The name was.
Yeah, I don't think we want to go too depth, Mike, on the person who won it. I mean, if you're that passionate about it, I'm open to the conversation. Why, Christina? What do you got?
He just gone. Yeah.
Are you hung up on them?
No, they hung up.
Hello.
Hey, did you guys see that Carabas doesn't know how to swing a baseball bat?
I did see that. That was not good. That was not good. Not good. His legs are skinny. He's very
was he more of a pitcher? Was that it?
Well, yeah, it's been said. But it was not good. It was not good. No wonder Portnoy kicked his ass out of the company. Portnoy's a great power hitter, you know?
That's true.
Yeah, it was sad to see. But it was nice at the same time they let him do it. He was all over. He was doing some game yesterday, right?
Yeah, he was. Isn't the draft going on or something like that? He's doing it for the MLB.
The baseball draft's going on at the same time as the basketball draft?
I don't know. He got hired for something, and I thought they said it starts on Monday.
Yeah,
is that right?
You might be right, actually. Yeah.
Oh, good for him. Good for him. Now he's finally got that bar stool away from him, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, it's me, the one the owner.
Yeah, we know.
I just wanted to. Well, I needed an update on the Menners thing because he was talking a lot of crap last night.
Can you get a better line, Jay? Like you sound like shit. Where are you?
I'm sorry. I'm working. I feel like I always get like caught in the worst situation, but Dave kept me on hold for a while. So what do you want?
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you again some other time. Bye. We have a better line. The Menners situation. I don't even know what that means.
Well, I believe Menners mentioned him doing a show or something with Visionless Dave.
Fine, be dreadful, but fine. Visionless Dave is good, but that's going to be. I mean, that you want that for 30 minutes?
Would Visionless Dave be able to corral him in some way?
It's a great question. It's a great challenge.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have a question for Mike and a question for Dave.
Sure.
Mike, Dave alluded to some time ago that his family happens to be particularly impressed with him as an individual.
I do remember. Colleen's a guy that they look at. Like, he's the guy that
I think you're over.
No, that's exactly what you said. Exactly what you said.
I also think you play things up a little bit. Like,
who's you?
You said it. Too.
The guy's calling and saying it.
I get it. I stand by it, but you guys like magnify it.
Dave, you said it. We reacted to it. We reacted to it. You're interrupting him.
Let him talk.
You said, like, you basically said, like, yeah, when I come in, like, the family's like, oh, you're the standard for the Colleen family.
Yeah. Sorry, caller.
Well, 1 second, caller. Caller, shut up for a second, buddy. If you're the standard, right? Who is the least? Who's the lowest on the totem pole?
That's very interesting.
Who's the one that you guys all sneer at?
I bet Kathy.
First of all, I just meant that as like like if they want to talk about like news or something going on in the news. That's just the truth. What?
So they kind of do like when Kirk says, "What's the next story?" They do that kind of.
Yes, like my dad will come to me and be like,
"What else we got,
Did you see
Dave?
this? Did you see that? Blah blah blah."
Why?
Because I'm impressed.
He's the news
Okay,
guy.
who's the last one they would go to for those situations? If you had
For
to pick?
those specific situations, which does not rate their feelings toward this individual,
we get that.
would be my sister Lori probably.
Lori called it.
Yeah, she's not monitoring the news or anything.
She's stupid.
DDL, Dumb Lori, we call it.
No, we do not. She is not
Bag
dumb.
of hammers.
Not
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
But great in the sack.
So that's what happened. What happens is you literally fucked your brains out. That's what happened.
Yeah, and remember, you asked for this again.
What a strange.
Hi guys, I'm Lori. What's the news? Who's Barack Obama?
Well, she's kind of like what I have.
Are you two like taking out repressed sexual energy that you had with your family on me for some reason?
I like the idea that like Colleen's like explain the news to Big Jack, and then Lori walks in. They're just like, oh, what the fuck? Why are we even doing this?
Oh, I'll put the training wheels on him.
Sorry about this, caller.
You said it, Dave. You sold Lori. You threw Lori under the bus.
I didn't even mean it like on a person. It's not on a ranking system.
You ranked it.
But most of my family doesn't just get together and talk about the news. I just meant.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of family. I don't think obviously Lori doesn't.
I'll say this: it's not like no matter what name you would have said, we would have shit on the person.
All I really meant was like,
when Lori comes over, when you guys are talking news and Lori comes over, like who opens the door for her? Because I'm sure for her that's a difficult process. Like, how does that work?
Caller, I really am sorry about this. You've been on hold for too long.
Caller, I'm sorry. The second point. Yeah.
Do you lock up the knives when she comes over?
I honestly don't have any further questions because just my comment triggered more dialogue.
In case you're wondering, Mike, the date is December 10th, 2008.
The date of
when Lori found out about 9/11.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 7 years because she's not in the news. Like it took her a while, and then
great mom. She's a great mom, great person, great mom.
I'm sure she's. Yeah. You shit on her, not us.
I didn't shit on her. I said that if something were going on the news, basically, we wouldn't look and say, "Hey, Laurie, let me get your opinion."
He's like, yeah, great mom, like great, like he just like minimizes everybody. Like, oh yeah,
that's not minimize. Oh, that's an insult now. You think
that's your way of being like, oh, she's not more than that. Like she cleaned the house. That's your kind of thing.
No, that's you reading into it.
No, that's
not. I could go for days and say all the great things she does.
She's like,
for days,
cook in the kitchen and a whore in the bedroom
for days. I'm sure she's great. You're minimizing her, not us.
I did not minimize her.
Hello.
Kirk, did you just see 2 minutes ago breaking officials made contact with that sub?
Oh, is that true?
Yep.
Take a peek, see.
Shut up, Dave. Let me see.
Yeah, it was in Mama Geary's snack.
Yeah. I couldn't believe you both went to the
you never
internet.
know. You never know.
It's a volatile situation.
We're worried about these people's lives, and this guy's corrupting it with
cracking
phone
wise.
calls.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. No, it's actually true, Mike. That's where they found it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Let me get my phone out.
I mean, wow. Unbelievable. All right, last call, if it's any good.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello.
Hey, so just in preparation for your BO, boys, I just wanted to give you something that you might want to consider. So yesterday, I got passes to an advanced screening of No Hard Feelings.
Okay.
And it's at the AMC Boston Common 19. It's first come, first serve. It's free. I go to these all the time. You know, it's big budget movies, studio pictures, right? And
sure.
I usually go. I start lining up around 6, and you get in. The last bunch of movies I've gone to, it hasn't sold out. I'm not joking. I show up. I get out a little late. I show up around 6:35. I get in line. Now, usually you wait outside. You're in line. The line had moved inside, right? And so I'm waiting in line. There's probably 40 people ahead of me. Security guard goes, "Folks, there are no more seats left."
Wow.
So there were about 60 people in the vestibule of the AMC Boston Common. So, Kirk, if there's anything to say, I think we might have a hit on our hands.
Okay, thank you for the call. I believe in anecdotal evidence that comes to box office to some extent.
Certainly.
That wouldn't surprise me. The guy directed Good Boys, which is one of my favorite studio comedies of the last 10 years. Maybe it's maybe again, it's not going to make $500 million, but maybe it'll open more than people think. That would be great. It'd be great if a studio comedy did well.
I'll say though, here's the thing: it has to be good for you to put that kind of judgment on it.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because you said yesterday, like, if it doesn't make any money, then comedies are dead. But it's not like I don't know why this is being used as the example because it's not like Jennifer Lawrence has a track record of great.
She's a star though, and it's being a hyped up R-rated studio comedy, which is. Never happens anymore.
I think that's more because it's a lady, you know?
That's
She's
true.
going to say raunchy things.
That is, but that's more to my point, though, too.
Yeah.
Are horny guys and then go watch Jennifer Lawrence, like, in, a bra trying to fuck a teenager? Maybe.
I will.
I'll go see it. Like I said, I like The Good Boys. I thought was very funny. And this guy has a pretty good track record, too. I think this show Jury Duty, which is kind of very popular. You know this one, Dave, or no?
I was going to start it.
He co-created it.
Oh, is that the... Where
Amazon
some people are
Prime.
some people are in on it.
Marsden,
Yeah. I just heard about that. I've never
And
seen
he
it.
did a show, Hello Ladies, with Stephen Merchant.
Great
It was on
show.
HBO. He co-created that. with
Love
Merchant,
that
which I
show.
thought was very funny.
Yeah.
So this guy's a funny guy.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But like, when all I'm hearing about now is, but like, how do you market that guy? Like the average film goer doesn't fucking know that.
Right.
They see Jennifer Lawrence and, she's doing some, I don't know. I got to work on my stuff for tonight. I'm nervous. And I got Riggs today. It's a busy day.
Right.
It is. How involved is Shane going to be in the golf podcast?
He's hosting it. I'm sitting it out.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Yeah. Do you have your pick, Shane? Man, he's good, Mike, isn't he? He's a bobble
I don't know if he has a microphone.
Does he not have a microphone, Dave?
No, you can use mine, though.
Okay. What's going on, Shane? I don't think they've seen you yet today.
I can't hear anything.
It's good stuff, isn't it, Mike?
He sounds a little like Justin.
He does. He looks a little bit like if Justin had like
Skinnier Justin, maybe?
Yes, like if he had Dick Cheney looks weird. If he had like stomach staple surgery. That's
what he is like if you were the sitcom staple of like a Bizarro, like
Yes.
oh, this is kind of the same guy.
Yes.
He's a different version of Justin.
That's true. That's true.
I'm a former fat guy. I used to weigh like 275.
Really? How much do you weigh now?
Like 195, 200.
Okay. How's the asshole?
Not great.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, as my wife told you last time, I had a second surgery.
She did tell me that. You're keeping that quiet at Portland.
Yeah, it was her one rule, and she broke it.
She broke it, yeah.
And then next week I have an appointment because it hasn't healed right.
Oh, jeez.
So third surgery possible in a year on the asshole.
Oh, boy. Jesus. Are you joining us next month for our group event or no?
I just got invited. I'm going to be there.
You're going? Okay.
Yep.
Good. Excellent. What else is going on in your world, Shane? Anything?
Nothing, working 6 days a week.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Still cutting meat?
Cutting meat.
Good. Are you enjoying your experience on the show?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. How's Colonnade been?
Great. I was very happy with his defense of me the other day when I didn't post your winning bet when you didn't throw me under the
Oh, that
bus.
was you?
That was me, yeah.
Okay, it happens. Don't worry about it. If it was Colonnade, I'd be upset, but if it's you, it's fine. So you're just here today learning at the knee of Colonnade?
Yeah, trying to just...
What's some of the advice he imparted to you before the show? Like, what do you have to say?
Nothing. Traffic was I was a little late from traffic, but he just kind of
that.
showed me the setup, and we're going to do stuff for the golf gambling show so I can maybe help with the graphics.
We have no picks in yet, right, Dave? Tell Dave that.
Any picks in, Dave?
From him?
Yeah. No, from him. Okay, he's pointing at Shane. So, okay, the operation is smooth as can be. Thank you, Shane. Give it Dave.
Why would Shane have to ask Dave if there were any?
Well, because Dave doesn't have his headphones on.
Okay.
I meant did Riggs send you any picks yet?
Oh, no.
That's what I was asking.
He doesn't do that. He's just small.
You pointed to Shane and said no. I didn't think Shane would have made any picks by now.
Well, you made a joke about it before Shane got on the show.
Okay. One of the great improv artists of all time. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. What else? Anything else?
No.
So we're back Friday with who? Julie?
Julie and Mark.
Julie and Mark. Is Mark
a real person?
Serial
I don't
killer
know about
probably
anything
or?
anymore. I really don't. Actually, I actually met Mark, so that's fine.
You met Mark at the live show.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you met someone, that means you don't have to worry about their criminal history.
Definitely not.
Correct. Yeah.
Certainly no one there. would have
No,
anything
and
like that.
like we said, this new show is going to really put people to the test on whether or not they can sit in that third chair. So
Yeah.
it'll
When
be
does that
public.
start?
I'm going to formalize a true pitch for him when he's.
Why does everything take so long?
No, but I want
fucking YouTube.
No, I want my show to be the first. That's kind
okay. But what should be first?
Let him get Let him get like 3 shows on there.
The first show on the new channel should be Mike hosting Mike in the Minute.
No, that is
handing it over to somebody. Right, Mike?
I believe that's the.
Do we have a date for that? I'm sure we don't.
No, because I specifically asked. I assume I did it on the weekends, so I was like, just let me know because there will be weekends not
Saturday
around.
Hang, wasn't it?
That's exactly.
I enjoyed it.
That's exactly right.
I enjoyed it.
So I said, just let me know a date, and he wasn't sure, so I don't know yet.
Okay. He probably wants to have like
after
2 shows locked in for a specific time.
After the 4th, I can't remember what he said to me.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. So we're back Friday with Julie and with Mark.
Yep.
Julie and Mark, and then I think we're gonna tape Sunday night. If that's okay with you, Mike.
All right.
Okay, because I'm flying out early Monday morning to North Carolina.
Very
like
exciting.
7 o'clock flight, I think, Dave.
Correct.
Very early. So I have no idea what I'm doing there.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I did, but I don't know anything.
So you'll just get off the plane and kind of wander around.
That's it.
See if anyone finds you.
Yeah, in beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina, which is a fine airport. I've been there, but I don't know. But I'm there all week. And a month later, we're in Chicago for a week, Dave.
Yeah, right. And a couple trips in between.
What's the Chicago, or do we not know yet?
Chicago is the, we know that, right? We've discussed that.
Yes.
With Riggs, the 4 play guys are
the golf tournament.
in control, broadcasting a golf tournament.
Yes.
And I'm working on that. I think. I'm going anyway. I have no idea. Hanging out. Who knows? So, we have that. We have some other trips as well. This summer is too busy for a summer, Dave.
Yeah. We had some progress yesterday on the live show, though. We did.
Oh, yeah. So what about that?
A set piece.
Without specifics.
A set piece.
That's done.
That one was locked in.
That's a lock.
I want to get some backup.
It's a call name lock.
I didn't love that picture. Do you love that picture? I saw?
No.
Yeah, but there was no.
But I mean, look, that's the best you got.
Unfortunately, right now it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That's a lock, that one.
Yep. The other item that I'm concerned about, I'm on call 15 for, so we'll keep trying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that should be that difficult. Maybe
I
wouldn't
think that. I would think that one would be easier, but just getting people to get back to me there is tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right. So we're back Friday with Julie and Mark. BetterHelp. I hope advertising that show as well as I got this one. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I think we could have Dave and Kathy doing a BetterHelp session together. I think it would be best for everybody. You're not therapy. You've never been to therapy though, right, Dave?
I have not, but I recommend it for everybody.
So why not do it?
It's just something I haven't gotten to yet.
Well, you should. Well, how about going to BetterHelp?
I'd love to.
Let's do it.
Give me a promo code, and maybe I will.
The promo code is Kirk10 today. 10% off your first month. Entirely online. Fill out a questionnaire. Get matched with a therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Again, the therapy is something I talk about all the time. I saw people reaching out to me, really frequently and going through their own stuff, which I do appreciate. Happy to talk to them about it because it's a tough battle. There are good days and bad days. I'll tell you, sometimes you are just swimming as hard as you can. But BetterHelp is a place to talk to somebody and help understand things and feel better about yourself and get a clear understanding of what the hell is going on because it's not easy. If you're doing it on your own, good luck. You are swimming upstream. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. We thank them and Miltons, of course. And blindmike.net.
Thank you.
What's there today?
Tonight will be the Pat Cooper Howard Stern.
Oh, it's nice, Pat Cooper.
That'll be up on YouTube. Yeah, and we're recording the Anthony Cumia episode.
Did I miss this week's Quincy episode already?
Yesterday.
Oh, Tuesday was yesterday.
Tuesday, baby.
Tuesday, yeah. Where are we at?
Well, we're getting into some weird episodes because yesterday Quincy took a man's license for being drunk with zero proof.
Well,
the guy loves worse than Bob Murchison, frankly.
Oh, he likes Keisa Chancellor?
And next week, I'm told by IMDb that it'll be a bit of a soap opera type episode. We meet Quincy's first true love.
Oh, is Quincy had like a long romance on the show at all? Or
it's interesting you asked that. We thought no.
Yeah.
But it seems things are about to change next week.
Oh, is he getting married
Stay
on the
tuned,
show
folks.
ever? You have no idea.
I may know, but I don't want to spoil it.
Do you know how Quincy ends?
I have an idea of how it ends.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But for the people, I don't. I try not to spoil it.
How would they ever figure that out?
No, there's no. Well, it's easy to stay away from. I've found.
That's true. Hang in there.
On Twitter, it's not a lot of buzz.
not a lot of Quincy sites.
No.
There's no Quincy recap podcast with like people on there from the past. No.
Robert Ito's the only one I know of that's still
He's not doing the weekly.
I don't know if he's doing it.
Well, there you go.
Is that jury duty show worth it? You think?
I didn't watch. People said it's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show.
It's on Amazon, I think.
It's a funny idea.
I agree. I'd be curious to see how. I'm going to give it a shot. I should watch an episode or two tonight just to say, hey, this guy also did this show, which is very funny.
Oh, there you go.
For the BO boys.
You kind of impress them.
Do you think the BO boys, is there a strategy? Are they going to joke around like, are they going to make me out to be some bro, you think, or no?
No.
I don't want to be minimized intellectually.
They're professionals. They're going to kind of sense how you are and pick up on it right away.
How will you react if you try to throw in a joke and they're kind of like, yeah, and just move on?
Yeah, I won't be happy.
Yeah.
but I'm servicing, I work for them tonight.
Right.
It's their show. It's their piece of.
So that's like their Pat McAfee ripoff thing where they always go like, what? Is that their thing? Like, huh? BO Boys?
I don't think it's a ripoff of anything. I think it's an original BO Boys creation. I'm a wannabe BO Boy, so I'm not going to weigh in on that. Okay. What do you mean?
Right. I'll do my research.
What is
They're saying
Pat
their
I don't know what Pat McAfee does. I don't know that. He does
Everything
that?
is like, what?
Oh my God, that sounds like a great show.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It is how you advertise the BO Boys, but
no, the BO Boys are way deeper intellectually. Way deeper intellectually. So we're back Friday with Julia Mark, and then Sunday night with Mike, and I'm sure we'll be around. Between now and then, we'll talk to you about it.